Welcome back to another episode of Up the Score Show. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about what could potentially be the NBA Finals preview. We're going to be talking about the New Orleans Pelicans. They put their whole entire team on the block besides Herb Jones, Yves Messi, and Trey Murphy. And then after that, we're going to be doing the tier list of the biggest busts in NBA history. Welcome to episode 179. All right, so like I said, we're gonna be previewing what I think is gonna be the NBA Finals. This was my preseason prediction personally for what I think the NBA Finals is gonna be. But if Chet is out, I might have to like go on and change my team to the Mavericks or some. We'll see. But hey, this Cup game, man, I seen that they kind of was struggling against the Bucks, which was kind of surprising to me. I thought the Thunder had a real chance, but they only scored 81 points in. And I think Chet being out is a big thing for them. Giannis had a crazy triple double. Dame played well, and that's kind of surprising because of the amount of guard defense that the Thunder have. Yeah, but Bucks, like we was talking about before the episode started, they declined celebrating the cup. What would y'all have done in that position? Y'all declining it, or y'all gonna drink a little champagne and parade?
I think I would have declined it and done the same thing because it basically it basically takes the light off what the most important prize is, and that's the NBA Finals, and the NBA championship and the actual Larry O'Brien Trophy. And I think the Bucks haven't. I don't think they made a trade for Dame to just get an NBA Cup championship. They still are one of the premier teams. In terms of that spotlight, they still have a top three player in the world. Um, Still got a pretty okay roster bar health, and they have shown that they can dig themselves out of a hole with the way that with the way that they started it this season. They managed to hit somewhat of a stride and start to tally up some wins. They figured out what works for them. Giannis looks a lot more patient. Dame is playing a lot better. Off of catch and shoot opportunities. The other guys is starting to make a name for themselves. Jackson Jr., Gary Trent Jr., Green. Just other guy Bobby Porter. Still, you still got familiar faces over there. Um, Coaching staff. Obviously Glenn and you got back Darvin Ham, who was on the original championship team a couple of years ago when they won in 2021. So I think the Bucks I think they're laser focused on the rest of the season and staying healthy the rest of the season and trying to finish uh, what they started here in the NBA Cup and eventually try to make a run and try to make a run. Are they going to make a run? I wouldn't put my money on it, but at the same time, I wouldn't exactly count them out. Defensively, there's still some things that they have to do, but offensively, they seem like they can compete with anybody, and I think they would they have a shot. So we gonna see it. We are gonna have to see what happens.
On the scale from 1 through 10, Eli, how much of a chance do you think the Bucks got of making the finals?
It's 4.
Okay. How much do you think the Celtics got?
8.
Okay, and the Cavs.
0. Fuck. 0.
Okay.
I mean, jeez. Damn. I mean,
Yeah. We trying to go PG-13, but like, look, we just starting, guys. So like, give us like a week or two. No, we getting there though. Look, yeah.
My bad.
No. But Cavs, you think got no chance. So you think the Bucks and Celtics the only two teams with a chance?
think Bucks, Celtics, and my Knicks, of course, But
Yeah,
I always gotta have hope for my Knicks, man. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah, because I think the
Talking
Miami
about a team that
got
hasn't
the
got
third.
out the second round.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think
have
the
fun
Miami
tanking,
got the
bro.
third best chance. So I get it, man.
Well, I will.
Y'all haven't gotten in the lottery, so don't talk to me, please.
We've been in the finals way much more recent than the Knicks, but I mean, it
All
is what
right,
it is.
that's enough. That's enough Knicks talk. Or I mean, New York talk because y'all, neither one of y'all making it. Like the Bucks Thunder is what look like to me is the matchup. Game one. This is what Brook Lopez always does to teams. He makes them have to adjust because Shea had a bad game because like the areas where he works at is where Brook dominate defending.
I would have to agree. I think Brook Lopez can still be a good paint presence defensively. Barring the offenses that kind of run mid range heavy, and I think SGA kind of runs mid range heavy. He's highly manipulative on getting to the free throw line and dragging that foot and everything and trying to force his way 15 feet in. You know what I'm saying? Whereas Giannis has an advantage. He had an advantage all night long the other night, man. That should excuse me. Ugh. That the matchups that he had in that game was basically it was just like a home cooked meal for him. Yeah, I thought he should have had 40 in that game easily. Because everything that OKC, which is one of the better defensive teams and probably the best defensive team in the league, threw at him. He was just eating it alive, bro. Like it was basically Scooby snacks all night long, bro. Like very patient out of the mid post. Very mid range wise, I think shooting is getting better. He's about to have another season where he's shooting 60% and about to average 30. I don't think that's been done ever. The closest person probably to that was probably Shaq, maybe back in 2000, 2001, whatever it was. But uh, Giannis has clearly started to figure things out. I thought his game wasn't going to age well with all of the running and diving to the paint, but he's taken very big time advantage of his opportunities and waiting for the defense and getting very good out of double teams and decision making out of double teams as well. So I think this team is going to go as far as his expertise carried him, and we're just gonna have to see. As far as OKC, I do not have them in the finals. I think they got a little bit more ways to go before they reach that summit. Um, can they beat teams consistently in the West? Yeah, they could beat teams consistently in the West. Can they beat some of the top tier teams in the West consistently for a week within a 7 game series? I'm not 100% sure on that. So I think OKC they got a ways to go. I can they will get there. I doubt if they get there without Chet. But they will get there someday. If they could keep everything intact with this roster and continue to grow as a young team.
I
I
just
think
don't.
that. Go ahead.
I just don't get why we're judging this OKC team like Chet's not gonna be there. That doesn't mean like I get it. Like, come on now. The defense is the defense when Chet's there. The guards can gamble more. They can try a little bit harder in certain places. They can lose certain battles because they know a Chet will recover there. In terms of Brook Lopez being in Shea spots, that's almost impossible when you have such a high efficiency shooter, scorer, presence on the court that is Chet. When Giannis is barreling down, the person that's supposed to be there to pick him up, not strength wise, but match him speed wise, match him length wise, is Chet. All of the mismatches that get taken advantage of by the Bucks are things that get immediately fixed by the coming back of one player. Not even just one player. They're arguably second best player on that team.
Yeah, that's
So
what
I'm
I
not
was
about
gonna
to,
say.
yeah, I'm not about to judge this OKC team like they're going to go into the playoffs, going into the finals, the way that they're constructed right now. Because no, they're going to have arguably a top 30 player back on their squad that fixes them most of their problems. And almost every team has small problems here and there. That's never gonna go away. Bucks have problems too.
I think that the Thunder should also trade for another big man, just because the bench got no bigs. I understand that Chet and Isaiah Hartenstein, they gonna rotate, but this is a team we think gonna make the finals. Why not invest in your only weakness, which is body, 7-footer, get one more, and I think they will easily make the finals if they do that. On the note of Chet, he also brings a lot for them offensively, spacing wise, and just like Eli said, he's everything for their size. And the Mavericks, they is a team though that I agree with Leaf though. They is another team you got to watch out for, because Luka in the playoffs, he is proven, man. Luka is a dog. Kyrie is nice sometimes. J-Dub to me so far.
Clay is in the playoffs.
Clay, no, Clay is.
Well, I think the most important thing that we have to understand about Dallas is now they figured out how to win games without Luka being highly dominant, as he was in terms of the numbers. I'm looking at their team, and they Jason Kidd has figured out a lot of things that doesn't necessarily include Luka all the time anymore. This is one of the best rosters that Luka has ever had in his career, and I think Jason Kidd is the guy to somewhat max it out. They had a taste of the finals. To me, they was just missing a lot of floor spreading and a lot of shooters. More than enough. Clay is obviously not what he used to be, but at the same time, I'm not counting him out. In the least, if you need him for a one game or one shot, in the fourth quarter, I think I think Kyrie can still be effective. I think they defensively they could still get timely stops. They're kind of like Milwaukee in a sense, man. I think they have a lot of what they need. They just they might be missing a thing here and there too, but I don't think that's gonna they could get a big break and get a favorable matchup, and I think they could be okay in that aspect, or they could figure out a matchup, and then they could be okay in that aspect as well. So I'm not sleeping on Dallas at all. So I think Dallas can make another run back to the finals. Nobody's really talking about Boston right now, because we know Boston kind of got pretty much a roadmap to the NBA finals anyway, man. But I mean, it is what it is.
In a 7-game series, Bucks Thunder, who would you have?
I got Milwaukee. I got Milwaukee in 6. I just think that Giannis is going to impose his will with or without Chet in the lineup, bro. I don't think I think Giannis has figured out a lot of things in terms of his decision making and in terms of operating in the mid post area. This is probably the best that he's looked all around to me. As a defender, I bought into the ideology that he was overrated defensively. Um, whatever he lacks defensively on ball, he make up with his recovery time, and then to make up. He's becoming more patient defensively as well. So if you want to say if you want to say he's not top 10 defender, that's fine, but that doesn't mean that he's still not effective. That doesn't mean that he's still not good. Um, so I mean, Giannis, I do believe in Giannis's ability to take over, but barring health, and I think he will. I think he will have that sentiment, and it's a strong possibility that he could reach the top of the East once again.
My problem with taking the Bucks is I think they can get games. Don't get me wrong. I think they can get games. I think the problem is when they start to lose, because they will at some point start to lose this series. Does Doc Rivers make the correct adjustments? I don't think so. He's never been good at making those correct adjustments and figuring out when his team needs to get over that that hump, get over that little problem that they have. The thing with OKC is their offensive guards are so good that I don't think that it matters if Giannis goes for 30 or even goes for 40 a night if you're consistently getting easy offense from the guard play. Consistently being able to make your passes correctly, consistently being able to get into your sets right, consistently being able to run your offense the way you want to, because the perimeter defense is not there. Damian Lillard is not going to be able to guard in a 7-game series. Gary Trent is not going to be able to guard in a 7-game series. Who else do they have? AJ Green, I think his name is not going to be able to guard in
AJ Green. They got Jackson Jr.
They're not these. Torian Prince is not guarding in a 7-game series. A lot of these guys are like Shea at some point is on the same level of score as these Giannis's, as these Lukas, as these top guys. When he is scoring, he is one of the best in the league. Even last year in the playoffs, we saw him do it. Be one of the best scorers in the league. He gets his shots off, and against this level of defense, he's going to do it consistently. Does Dame do it as consistently with Lou Dort on him, with Alex Caruso on him, with Shea on him? I don't think so. With J-Dub on him at times, even I don't think so.
I think
that's where you're gonna. Does Chris Middleton get his shots off consistently? Probably not. Does Bobby Portis get his shots off consistently? Probably not. The top. I'm not worried about the best player versus the best player on this team. I'm worried about top to bottom. Who is more likely to get those extra points that you need for a game to win a game? And more likely than not, I think that OKC has that ability more so than the
Milwaukee.
Yeah, I would think.
You know what?
I
think they do. You know what? I would agree with that. I think they definitely do have that. In any setting, on paper, or any way you want to look. However, I strongly believe that the further you go, the more your role players become the role players, and they start to get reduced. And we've seen it with a lot of teams and their role players in the past. But my thing about the Bucks is that they still have players on this team that has had a taste of like that high level success. And I think the one thing I'm starting to see from them is that if they can hang around in games, late in games, you still have guys that could outside of Giannis that's capable of making big shots and big plays. You still have Dame. You still have Chris Middleton. Barn Health. And I think it could come down to that. The thing about SGA is SGA operates the areas that he operates in for the size and the height that Milwaukee still has. It kind of plays into Milwaukee's hands a little bit, and I had to watch that game over, and I had to realize that OKC they offensively they could be a bit challenged sometimes. For the most part, defensively they're very good. I think Caruso, Dort. I think a lot of the guys that you named are pretty good in terms of that. I think Shea and J Dub and a lot of other guys, man. They're pretty good in a lot of settings, but I think Giannis is a lot more. What I'm seeing from Giannis now offensively is just a lot more patience and a lot more confidence away from the basket in that 15 feet area, in that mid post area. Shea could definitely take advantage of defenses, bro. Like for sure. But I think it's gonna come down to who creates the easiest offense. And I think in a 7-game series, I think Giannis can create the easiest offense. For his team more so than Shea. That's just me. But I mean, well, we're gonna have to see. I don't know.
I don't get why you're basing your assessment of OKC off of what you saw yesterday. That you wouldn't base your assessment of the Bucks off of what you saw pre Chris Middleton returning, right?
No, I'm only basing it off of what I seen yesterday as it pertains towards the matchup against the Bucks. The reason why
the biggest Giannis matchup is Chet, the one that's supposed to slow him down, to do all that, to get Brook Lopez out the way, wasn't there. So why would you go off that as the reasoning why you'd have the Bucks? That's why I don't get it. Maybe it's just a philosophy misunderstanding. But
it might be a philosophy misunderstanding. But at the same time, with Chet or no Chet, I don't think anything that Giannis is capable of doing, especially in this season and especially in that game and especially against the 7-game series in this matchup, in a matchup with Chet is going to be neutralized at any point. I think that Chet, like he does a lot of things that are great defensively, and he offers another layer offensively for OKC. One guy can definitely he's the one guy that can change a lot for OKC. But in this particular series, barring health, when it comes to OKC versus Milwaukee, I think Milwaukee will still have an advantage. I strongly believe that, and the only way that's going to be proven is if they actually meet in the finals, and if that gets shown up. I think a lot of their youth is going to show, and a lot of it from time to time their inexperience in certain situations is going to show. I think SGA and Chet they're going to realize very quickly in that type of setting against a team that has guys that can close within Dame and within Chris Middleton and within Giannis to a larger degree. I strongly believe if it comes down to like those closing moments in those fourth quarters, I think Milwaukee still has the advantage, and I think Milwaukee will I think Milwaukee in a 7-game series against this team with or without Chet, they can still get it done and they can still prevail. I just think that. I mean, we only going off of opinion right now, but I mean, I just think
Yeah.
that they still have an advantage because Giannis has a great understanding of what he needs to do offensively now, and even more so defensively too.
I hear you. This is the last thing I'm saying. We keep pushing. Um, I think sometimes we get caught up on nostalgia and the name value of players because when it comes to closers, Shea is one of the best closers in the league right now. When it comes to closers, Jalen Williams is so much better than Chris Middleton. It's not even funny. Even last year, that was his first real year in the playoffs. Not his first year in the playoffs in general. Him in those fourth quarters was a different player compared to him in the rest of those games. He's one of the best closers in the league right now. And he's only gotten better from last year. He's only got more experience from last year. I hear you in terms of like Chris Middleton, Giannis, Bobby Portis, Brook Lopez have been there before. Dame has not been to the finals before. So in a final setting, I don't care about Dame's conference finals experience, quite frankly. He hasn't been to the finals before, and the finals is a different beast. You can make conference finals all you want. You can make second rounds for a decade, and it still won't matter because the finals is a different type of game. It's a different type of series. So him as a closer is still just as untested as Shea in the finals, just as untested as Jalen Williams in the finals. But in terms of the closers that these teams have, I think it's much closer than you're making it out to be. In terms of the defenses that both of these teams have, I think on a night-to-night basis, OKC is going to take that matchup. Offensively, I think Giannis is going to probably get whatever Giannis wants to get. I think that's not what the holdup is. I think the holdup is, can you rely on your younger guys? Because the way that the Bucks have been winning is based off the play of their younger guys. Gary Trent has never been to a finals. AJ Green has never been to a finals. Andre Jackson, I believe, has never been to a finals. Dame has never been to a finals. A lot of these guys that you're relying on for the supplementary stuff are guys that have never been to where you want them to be in that finals experience, in that final setting. Taurean Prince hasn't been there either, I don't believe. So a lot of these guys that they're supplementary pieces that at any point in time, if the lights are too bright, they might crumble and we don't know. Those guys have not been there either. So am I relying on Brook Lopez, who almost consistently gets like sat later in games, later in series, as the series get more competitive? He gets taken out of games actively. Am I relying on him? No. So it's really Brook Lopez. It's really Giannis, Bobby Portis, and Chris Middleton are your guys that have experience. And I think that an OKC team, the way that they've been built, the way that they're coached, when fully healthy, they can take them convincingly.
I mean, like I said, man, we're just gonna have to see. But I think they have a more uphill battle getting out of the West than Milwaukee has getting out of the East. I mean, I'm at least gonna say that. If you disagree with that, I mean, that's just what it is. But I mean, we're just gonna have to see if they do meet up. So we might be having this conversation in June again. But if we do, um, I have to stand 10 toes down on what I think the Bucks is capable of in that matchup. So I mean, we just gonna have to see.
Yeah, in the Bucks Thunder matchup, I'd have the Bucks winning because I do think what both of y'all said is fair points, but I'm gonna agree with Leaf. I think that Giannis has an easier job than Shea does. I think Brook, what he does is the drop coverage, and the Bucks are gonna tunnel the OKC Thunder to shoot threes. You know, like they're gonna invite them to the paint, give Shea shots that look like they're easy, but they're gonna have to adjust throughout the series and start shooting more threes. And Alex Caruso, if he shooter, Lou Dort, if he shooter. Like I understand throughout the season, he has good percentages, but on a game to game basis, Lou Dort has games where he shoots like 1 for 6. You know, J Dub.
What did
I
Ludor do
understand.
last year in the playoffs though?
He played. I think he had games where like Lou Dort gets left wide open, like Alex Caruso. They get left wide open, but like they shoot, they make it though. You know what I mean? So it's cool. But they get left wide open. He makes it, but wide open shots. Like it kind of like how you were talking about Drew Holiday, but they're shooting better than him this year. So like I get it, but they get left wide open. That's what the scheme is, and he has games where he misses, and when he misses, it's bad. You know, because it's like you can help a little bit
Torian
more.
Prince?
No, Ludor and Alex Caruso.
No, I'm saying like the Bucks have that too. Torian Prince.
Yeah,
We
but
don't even know about their rookies. You're relying on rookies to go to the finals.
I think that Giannis has an easier job operating open shots for his teammates than Shea does. I think Brooke Lopez makes it to where there is a point where Shea thrives at, it's eliminated. You know, that's where he thrives at. And they don't have what I think you need to get Brooke Lopez off the court. Isaiah Hartenstein, he's a really good defender, but like he works in that area too. So Brooke Lopez could stay and help off of him. In the minutes where Chet is at center, Brooke Lopez could back him down because how skinny he is, but Chet is going to hold on. He's going to hold, but Brooke Lopez is going to be able to be in the game, so it's going to allow him to affect Shea. That's what it's about to me. Brooke Lopez is going to be able to play no matter what 30 minutes. And if he's on the court for 30 minutes, that's 30 minutes where Shea is going to have to move differently. And J-Dub, he's not to me, he's on Darius Garland watch. He did do good in the fourth quarter, and he does always close well, but it was only one playoff series, so it's like like I ain't gonna overreact, but I want to see it. Like he's the biggest thing. He's the biggest X factor in the series. If he goes out and shoots well, and does what J Dub does, yeah, I can see the Thunder winning. But I trust like Chris Middleton and Giannis. I know they work. Dame, Dame came in. His only thing that's iffy is health because we haven't seen him.
Dame is fine. Dame is fine.
Oh, yeah.
Dame is iffy.
The thing is, Dame has an easy job because I understand the guard defense on the Thunder is great, but it's great because it makes it slower for you to get into your sets. Like yesterday, they were picking up the Thunder from like 80 feet. You know what I mean? Like
and the Thunder are really good in the passing lanes.
Yes.
Exactly. Dame is just now,
I think Giannis understands that, bro. Like I think Giannis,
it's not on Giannis though. That's on Dame.
It's on
Dame,
but
I think Dame was put in a lot of catch and shoot situations, bro. When Giannis is on the court, Giannis takes most of the responsibility on creation and creating for others.
No, he doesn't.
Because he has. In that game the other night he did, bro. Like in that game the other night he did.
In the other game the other night he was hot. That's an outlier game. Dame for the most part takes the set and he runs the sets. He's become a much better passer in recent time, so they're letting him run a lot more of these sets. Are
It's
you
just
asking
both
him to
of
do
them
that?
do it
All
so
I'm gonna
much.
say
It's
is, bro,
Because
like
they are the
it's
only two
more.
playmakers on
all
that.
I'm gonna say is, bro,
They
somebody
are the
had
only
10.
two playmakers on the team.
Yeah, I understand that, but all I'm gonna say is somebody had 10 assists, bro. Somebody had 4. So I mean, do
But
whatever with that you will, bro.
it's
All
one
I'm gonna
game,
say
but
is
like they only got
Yeah.
10.
if you go back and watch that game, most of what you saw was what Giannis working out of the mid post and shooters are spread out. Most of what you saw, like
Giannis can do that. He can. He can be the number one playmaker for a game. He can't do it for 7. If you ask Giannis to be the number one creator on that team, the number one scorer, the number one defender on that team for 7-game series against OKC, they're not winning.
I honestly think this year he can. But I mean, absolutely. But we gonna have to see, bro. Like, all I'm saying is, his creation is a lot much more of an advantage than Shay's is. His ability to get the opposition in foul trouble is a lot more higher advantage than Shay's is. His ability to get downhill and get at the basket and put pressure on a paint is a lot more than Shay's is, bro. Like, and then they're gonna be put in a situation where they're gonna have to pack the paint. Once Chet gets in foul trouble, it's pretty much that. It's pretty much it. It's pretty much murder she wrote, bro. Like, and now you pretty much.
I don't think they're gonna be working on keeping him out the paint. I think they're gonna work on just keeping him out of that pick and roll set that he runs with Dame. Just making sure you're in the way of that and getting the ball before it gets to his hands. That'll be their primary goal, is to just stay in those passing lanes.
Well, okay, all right. When they take that away, then now what you have is Giannis forcing double teams out of the mid post, and he's becoming much better decision maker out of the mid post. So
Yeah,
like
you
once
make Giannis do everything and get Dame out the game. You get Chris Middleton out the game, and you make Giannis do everything, and that's when they'll win. I agree.
Okay.
Because every time we've seen Giannis try to do everything, they don't win. No, we've seen Giannis drop 50 and they don't win because he had to do everything. We've seen Jokic drop 50 and they don't win because he has to do everything.
Well. The difference is
to play hero ball, and he has to get everything for his team. If he has to create everything for his team, he has to be the main person scoring and creating gravity for his team as well. He has to be the main decision maker. And no one else is available because the passing lanes are cut off because you have top quality defenders that know how to play defense in a serious setting. He's gonna have to do everything, or not everything, but like majority of the work.
Majority of the stuff. I agree with you, but I think the difference is his patience and the Bucks' overall ability, barring health, to hit timely shots down the stretch of games. Dame still has that ability, and Chris Middleton still has that ability to make timely shots down the stretch. So if the game comes down the stretch, so if the game comes down the stretch, bro, I will take Milwaukee over OKC 100 times, 100 million times out of 1. I swear
fine.
I will.
What I'm saying is it's going to be harder for them to go down the stretch. It's going to be hard for those games to remain close when you have a bunch of iffy shooters on the Bucks, which they do. Especially when you're next to a bunch of top quality defenders.
I think I disagree with that. I think that's the Bucks' strength. I think they got a lot of
no. Torian Prince has had one good shooting.
No, but he's not the shooter. He's not the shooter.
AJ Green has had
Torian Prince hasn't been playing. It's been AJ Green, it's been Jackson, and it's been Gary Trent Jr.
Last year in the playoffs. AJ Green in the playoffs last year got 18% from 3.
No.
He's an iffy shooter. And that was against the Pacers, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, you have to be careful.
But that's just once. AJ Green, a shooter. I get it though. He shot bad last year.
So is Lou Dort. Much because you said Lou Dort's an iffy shooter. If Lou Dort's an iffy shooter, then so is fucking AJ Green. I mean, so is AJ Green at that point, and so is Torian Prince at that point. So is Gary Trent at that point.
I think Alex Caruso is too. I think the Thunder. I think the Bucks' problem is the Celtics. The Celtics don't got iffy shooters, and they got the size.
They don't have no iffy shooters.
The Thunder, they don't have the wings. I think the Thunder need one more trade. They need a wing. They need someone 6'8", bro. I'm tired of J-Dub is their backup center right now. What? That's crazy.
They don't need
J-Dub is their backup center.
Bro, they need someone bigger than J-Dub.
They need another. I think another wing would help. Excuse me. I think another
someone
wing would
bigger than
help.
J-Dub, bro. That's
I
it,
think
bro.
another wing would help in this particular situation because now you have a POA for Giannis at least once Giannis starts having a lot of on ball a lot of on ball
Yeah,
responsibilities. Because
yeah.
if your POA for him is Chet, bro, I don't like it.
No. That's cool. Chet is cool. The thing is about Giannis, you want multiple bodies, and it's unfair that like J-Dub can't be one of the bodies because you're asking him to play center. Like, nah, J-Dub should be the one on Giannis with
And
some
yeah,
bigs behind him.
I strongly
Yeah.
agree with
I
that,
don't.
bro. The one main
I just
thing,
don't think that he'll be playing
the
center.
one.
I think you just when Giannis is out, when Giannis is out of the game, you are 100% able to take out either a Hartenstein and or Chet, and you'll be fine. Brooke
Listen,
Lopez,
yeah,
as much as we want to pretend like Brooke Lopez is really about to be down there backing somebody down all game and dropping 15 on Chet, he's not.
Thing about it, I
No,
think
no,
the
no, no.
Giannis minutes
I'm
is
not
where he
saying
can take advantage
that,
of it
but
and
I
have
would
your
like to
starters.
believe,
I think
that
he's
when
playing
Giannis
center
goes
so
to the bench, bruh, I would like to believe that when Giannis goes to the bench, based on everything that you told me, Chet will probably go to the bench too. So therefore,
I
bruh,
agree.
like now, so therefore now you would have to the Bucks will probably just run an all shooting lineup where Portis is stretching out the floor, Brook is stretching out the floor. Maybe Brook gets
Oh,
like a
they'll
couple of
lose.
posters.
Yeah, they'll lose that.
Whatever the case may be,
They'll lose those minutes, Steve.
yeah, I'm just paraphrasing right now, bro. Like I'm not speaking on like whether it's going to be true or not. What I'm saying is this: once Giannis figures out how to get the main POAs in foul trouble, if the POAs is not good on ball, and then they're not you're not risking Caruso, you're not risking Lou Dort to play on ball on Giannis once he's has a lot of the on ball responsibilities. Once you're not risking that because you need them for the Dames and the Middletons and the guard the wing players and the guard the wing shooters. Once that happens, and then Giannis gets a lot of his island, basically quote unquote island of relevancy opportunities against these defenders. The one thing that I know about when you have when you going against Giannis, bro, you have to have multiple bodies and you have to have somebody that can
Yeah.
man the paint.
And this is the
That's
problem.
the
They
one thing
will.
I know for
Yeah.
sure.
No,
If you don't,
I think they have multiple bodies for Dame, not Giannis.
in
Dame and
OKC,
Mid.
I think
bro,
they
like
have
the one, and
They're
if
just gonna run
OKC
a
doesn't,
set where they
and
let Brook Lopez shoot because
The
Brook Lopez
thing,
has
all right.
never been a good shooter in the playoffs.
So check me out. That
that's
lineup.
fine.
All right. So y'all said when Giannis is on the bench, so is Chet, right? All right. For Giannis,
I'm
you
not
plug
saying
in.
that, but I'm sure.
But in that scenario, for Giannis, you plug
Uh-huh.
in Bobby Portis, and for Chet, you plug in Alex Caruso. Yeah, like you see the difference. They're gonna dominate them on the boards. Like the whole series. I think the Bucks win the rebounding matchup. I think the Thunder needs size still. I think J-Dub plays too much like power forward. I think that's their problem right now.
I think you're underestimating how good Isaiah Hartenstein is as a rebounder in the half court, specifically in the half court.
No Hartenstein. I double every game. Like I know that. I no he's capable for going. He's capable. I think he should average around 10 rebounds this season. I know that. But the thing
He's
is,
averaging 12 right now. Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, like, it's him and Chet against Giannis and Bobby Portis. You know.
Yeah. I'm about to say, bro.
You see how
when Bobby Portis is, it's going to be Bobby Portis. It's going to because Chet's a good rebounder too. So it'll be Chet and Giannis, Bobby Portis,
Chet isn't.
and
Chet is the worst rebounder of them. Like Brook Lopez could almost hang with Chet as a rebounder to me.
No, he can't.
Nah, Brook Lopez boxes out. Like Brook Lopez, he does a lot of boxing out.
Brook Lopez gets like 4 boards a game, bro.
Yeah, but he boxes out, and I think Chet is easy to box out.
As a 7 foot, no, but he won't be boxing out Chet. He'll be boxing out Hartenstein, who's not easy to box out.
I mean, he'll be boxing out both of them. You know, so like
Giannis,
every time he boxes out Chet, he gets that.
Every time if he boxes out Chet, Hartenstein's getting that board.
I think Giannis or Bobby getting the board.
Hartenstein's a better rebounder than Giannis.
Nah.
He is.
Or Giannis does get a lot of rebounds created for him by Brook Lopez. That's what I'm like. Yeah, like I understand.
And I'm saying if you have Chet, if you have Brook on Chet, Hartenstein is skillful and strong enough because I'm pretty sure he weighs more than Giannis as well to be able to box out Giannis.
Hartenstein is nice. Yeah, Hartenstein is nice. I know Hartenstein is nice. But
He's one of the
I
best. He
just
was
think they
doing it
need
to
one more.
Embiid. Like he's big enough and strong enough to be able to be in that paint
It's
and
just
box out
he's
almost
gonna
any
be
big man.
surrounded by 6'5" players. You know, that's what it is. He's like he's not gonna have people boxing out for him, and they're gonna have it.
And then
People doing it.
I ask you, who has the best rebounding guards and wings out of those three now? Like get away from Bobby Portis and Giannis. Now we go to the smaller guys. Who is the better rebounding team? OKC.
The thing is that the Thunder, yeah, I agree with you. They have a group of guys that collectively grab the rebounds and are gritty. Yeah, that's why it works. But rebounding at the end of the day is like you said before, it's easier, you know, like these guys will, bro. They 6'5", bro. Like,
it's easier, but like go look at what the Knicks were doing. We were out rebounding a lot of those teams. We did not have a rebounding power forward. We had OG at power forward. We did not have another tall 6 foot, 7 foot power forward. And the guards were so good at getting boards once they got tipped out or anything like that we were out rebounding most teams.
Yeah,
it's not
like
every team that we.
The Miami Heat, they I understand, like that's how they play. They got small guys. Jimmy Butler playing power forward, but they collectively grab rebounds. Hero grabs like 5 a game. Like, yeah, I understand that. But like at the end of the day, like the Dallas Mavericks, even though Gafford and Derek Lively aren't the best rebounders, they might beat us in the rebounding category just because Luka also does that. And they got 2 7-footers. Bam is what, 6'9", you know? Like it's just size at that point, to me. I think the Thunder need to make a trade for, like, if they had Cameron Johnson, who's not even all that great of a rebounder, it'd be better to me just because, like, he'd be next to J-Dub, and he's 6'8". Like, I don't know who they should trade for. Like, Dorian Finney-Smith, just get someone who could play gritty next to Isaiah Hartenstein that's also tall. Like, the Thunder got a bunch of guards that play great defense. They play great defense. I ain't gonna lie. They nice. Yeah, all of them, bro. But all of them are also iffy shooters too. So like, Thunder need like one.
Shooters, but it's iffy shooters against iffy shooters.
Yeah,
and I think the Thunder physically are so much more imposing than the Bucks squad of guards and wings. It's kind of like not even fair.
Yeah.
It's like Dame on Shea is despicable. Dame on Lou Dort is despicable.
Listen,
Dame
I
on
think
Caruso is nasty. Physically,
I'll be honest with you. I think we're overrating, bro. Like the OKC's ability to hunt mismatches, bro. Like I haven't seen it. I don't know where it's coming from, bro. Like with Shea being a primary creator and the primary scorer on the team. J Dub could possibly step up a lot of the slack. In a situation in the finals, I know one thing I know for sure is that, listen, when you're going up against a team with Giannis playing as well as he's playing, you have to have bodies, and you have to have multiple bodies. And right now, OKC is somewhat lacking that height and that size in those bodies and players to help man the paint. You have that wall has to be created, and now Giannis has figured out a way to neutralize it by operating more more 15 feet away from the basket and operating more from them spaces now. The thing is, but like, listen, if you believe that I'm lying, bro, go ask the Phoenix Suns what happened to them when Giannis didn't have anything 15 feet away from the basket and he was basically operating off a spin move or a euro.
If Giannis is forced to operate in the mid range against Chet, I am very, very excited about OKC's chances. Very excited.
All right.
There's not a lot of 7-footers that can keep up with Giannis around that area and still make up for the contest. And Chet is one of them. If you're telling me Chet is gonna have to deal with Giannis barreling down all the time, that's another story. I think he's gonna struggle a lot more with that than Giannis at the mid range.
Okay. All right. So okay. Let Chet be not having more momentum and be the singular defender, bro. And Giannis have a bunch of shooters, bro, that just so happen to be shooting lights out in that one game. And Chet is on the island. So go. Yeah. Let's see what it look like. I would like to.
Chet will never be on an island unless Brook Lopez is shooting 50% from the three on like 4 or 5 attempts.
What about Bobby Portis?
Bobby Portis doesn't shoot enough threes. They'll just throw like Jalen Williams on him if he's on the three. If
Okay.
if Bobby Portis is sitting on the three, they'll just
You
go
making it sound so simple, bro. I would really like to see this though. Now I really want to see this matchup.
It's not simple because there's like so many nuances of good offense, better or good defense, better offense. There's nuances of like, okay, if Giannis figures out a new way to beat this, if an adjustment is made, then things change. But going off of history, Brook Lopez is not a good 3-point shooter. Going off of history, Bobby Portis is usually getting his money in the mid range, not the three. So I mean, like he's not drawing anyone out the paint too crazy. Chris Middleton will be there shooting threes. We're assuming AJ Green is better than he was last year, and he's going to be a 40% shooter. We're assuming
35.
We're assuming that Taurean Prince is going to be better, and he'll be a 35% shooter. He wasn't. Like
and
we're assuming.
you assuming all of those role players are going to be effective down the stretch of games, bro. Like when we already know that Dallas was supposed to get rid of them niggas and get rid of them dudes in fives. Get rid of them dudes in five, bro. Like it just came down to free throws in one of them games.
The biggest thing with Dallas was the guard defense was there. Kyrie was going crazy with turnovers. He couldn't help but turn over the ball because of the defense. The thing was that they were getting beat on boards. They were getting beat on the interior physicality, and that's where they got Hartenstein. That was the entire reason.
And I think this, and you know what? And you just made more of my point, bro. We talking about somebody who grabbed 19 rebounds on them the other day while mccollum. And the only neutralizer that you gave me was was skin and bones Chet being the POA for somebody that gets downhill with ease. That's the only thing that you gave me. I told you that in order to beat a Milwaukee team with a Giannis that's playing this well, you need bodies, you need weight, you need muscle, you need height. That's the only way it's going to happen.
If the OKC was a team that had a bunch of height and weight, you would just say that they're too slow-fitted to keep up with Giannis. Good thing that they have a combination. No, it's a good thing that they have combination of both. They have a really quick-footed
combination.
They have a really quick-footed, tall, lanky, someone who can keep up with Giannis on the perimeter as he's driving Chet. And when he gets down to that, they have a big body Hartenstein who is known for being physical around that area.
That helps Chet and makes it hard for Giannis. I agree with that. I agree with both of them. Yes, but what else?
That's what they need for him. Giannis is going to get his buckets.
But Giannis draws fouls. If it's only those two guys, they're gonna be in foul trouble. That's what I'm saying. I want another wing or something. Like just won't. The Thunder are gonna make a trade, Eli. The Thunder are gonna make a trade, and they're gonna have to make me think harder. But right now, it's the Bucks. They need another body, man. Like the other Jalen Williams.
The thing with the Thunder making a trade is you're asking for a guy that's going to be impactful, but also not want to play any kind of minutes because you're pretty much only asking them to play when Giannis is there.
No, I'm asking him to take every single one of Kendrick Williams' minutes and maybe even the other Jalen Williams minutes. So like a DeAndre Hunter, if they added DeAndre Hunter somehow, I might
go
with
want DeAndre Hunter to go on Giannis after Chet.
I'm not saying That's what I'm asking for something that simple. I'm not saying he's gonna lock him down, but he needs to. He's a good defender, a solid defender. He ain't gonna lock up Giannis. Nobody is. But he's another body. He makes it harder for Giannis, and it makes it easier for the team.
You need somebody to be the premier POA.
You need a crash dummy against Giannis
when he's inside the 3-point line, so that Chet could play help side defense a lot more. That's what I'm thinking. But if I'm wrong, listen, fine, whatever.
I would rather at that point just have the other Jalen Williams over because he's got like 30 pounds on DeAndre Hunter.
The other Jalen Williams, he could be there for like the second quarter. He could be there for like 10 minutes. Or maybe
at that point, you might as well just let him be that guy because he at least is going to space the floor. He's going to at least space the floor for you. Yeah. He's going to be able to grab a couple boards.
Bring energy. I like the other Jalen Williams. He can play some minutes. But
that's what you're describing. A guy that plays no minutes to come in on Giannis and or Bobby Portis and just be a big body that can grab boards and like play bare minimum offense. That's Jalen Williams. You described Jalen Williams.
But I want him to do that. I want him to do it alongside somebody. You know, this is a team that has finals expectations and they got a lot of assets. So it's like, I think they're gonna do it and make it not a conversation. But as of right now, I would have the Bucks. I'd have the Bucks in like 7 though. You know, I think it'd take another 7. I think it'd take another just Giannis willing the way to a win.
Which,
But
yeah, I think Giannis is gonna have to superstar. If
yeah,
the Bucks win the series, Giannis superstart them. He averaged 36. Fuck it. I mean, God.
hey, we
Hey,
get
bro.
at least we like last week. That was the problem. At least like y'all, we getting
I'm
there.
used to
We
being
getting
on
there.
my own show, bro. I was about to be cussing.
Yeah, we getting there. We getting there.
I think
Yeah.
Giannis has proven that he can will a team to a win. That against anybody outside of a Boston, barring health, barring
Yeah,
health on his team.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because the thing about Boston, I think Boston put too much pressure on the perimeter, and they got
exactly.
way too much lights out shooters. When you don't have lights out shooters to neutralize the Milwaukee Bucks, then you got a problem.
Dame
You
could
got a
just
big,
chill
big
on Lou
problem.
Dort and Alex
Are
Caruso.
you talking about in 2022?
No, right now, like they got
2022?
Peyton Pritchard, Derek White.
I think
They got
I think
shooters, man.
like
Jalen.
Elijah. I think the
Yeah,
case. I think the case of how to neutralize Giannis is it still remains the same. In 2022, without Chris Middleton, he took that team to games. He took that team to 7 games, bro. Like, and they were shooting lights out from three. Like, you had Grant Williams putting in work. I think you had everybody and their mama putting in work. And this is back when they had a nowhere near the team that they have now. Just talking about Boston. And when we speak about in the case of OKC, I think that I personally think that as good as they are defensively in terms of perimeter defenders, bruh, against Giannis, I don't think it's gonna mean anything because he is proven that he can will a team, that he can will the Milwaukee Bucks to a win against defenses that don't have all the interior intangibles defensively to neutralize him to the point where he's shooting under 50% on other foot. He's patient. We're dealing with a different Giannis and a different type of monster than we was back when he was just forcing everything layup and dunk. He's being very patient with what he's doing offensively, bro, and I think he has figured it out. If you don't agree, that's fine, but we just gonna have to wait and see.
yeah, I think that's enough finals talk. We don't even know if that's going to be the finals, but we talked about it. If that does become the finals, y'all heard it here on Up the Score show first. We would have the Bucks winning 2-1, but on to the next segment. We're gonna talk about the New Orleans Pelicans. They got a fire sale going on, and I talked about the idea of a Zion trade last week, and they announced, hey, call up. And what do y'all think about this trade instead of him going to the Raptors? So it'll be a starting lineup of Emmanuel Quickly, his Duke teammate RJ Barrett, Scotty Barnes at small forward, Zion, and Jacopoto. The Raptors are a small market team, and I mean, this is like one of the only ways they could get a superstar player like this. They ain't getting it in free agency. They're a mid team, so they're gonna be too good to get a high number one draft pick. But at the same time, the lottery odds is different now, so it probably could happen for them. But Zion is someone who we know is good. And Eli, you brought up a great point, and I did a little more research on it. Zion's contract is even better than I thought. You could cut. He's not guaranteed. The NBA like contracts they kind of changed it a little bit to where Zion, if he doesn't meet what a team wants, they could cut him for all their salary cap space back as soon as next season, as soon as this summer. So Zion is really on almost on like bus watch if teams are just scared of him. We're gonna talk about that later, but he's on bus watch. But at the same time, he's a efficient 25 point per game score. It's like he's on the bus. Like if he was the bus, it'd be the same way like Brandon Roy did. You know what I mean? It ain't because of skill. We understand how good he is, but
I'll be honest with you, bro. Like, I think this is the first time ever that a number one overall pick that is on a very efficient 25 plus per game, he is in the conversation of bus watch. I don't think this has ever happened.
yeah, nah,
Ben
but it's like he
Simmons?
plays that little.
Ben Simmons.
LaMelo Ball.
No, Ben Simmons. No, Ben Simmons wasn't nearly this good. As an offensive player. In my opinion, bro. Like I think defensively, but Ben Simmons 27. What was it? 2018? Was it 2017? 2018? 2017, 2018. Ben Simmons defensively, but if that remained all the way to this day, we might have been looking at one of the best defensive players of all time, in my personal opinion. But at the same, what happened to him mentally and physically, bro? Like swap that out. But Zion, as far as production and as far as efficiency with that production, I don't think we've ever seen a case like this. I don't. I really, really don't. Like I'm just trying to think of a number one pick that was. I mean,
I think
damn.
he can only be considered a bust through the lens of he's not the next LeBron James, I guess.
As a number one pick, I think I think that's his bust conversation. If he doesn't end up being,
Damn.
Yeah,
I mean,
no way.
I feel the same way about Andrew Wiggins. I think Andrew Wiggins was a bust because he wasn't the next Kobe Bryant, but like he was a fine player. He wasn't like garbage. He was still like top 30, 40 in the league.
what I was saying.
Yeah.
If he doesn't end up at least
If you don't think 20,
if he
like,
doesn't end up topping Clippers
Wiggins
Blake
like top
Griffin,
30 for
bro,
you,
like
what?
this is a buzz.
Is
If he
D'Angelo
doesn't end up
Russell a
topping
bust?
Clippers Blake Griffin, he's a buzz.
D'Angelo Russell, no, because he didn't come in with expectation.
He was a number 2 draft pick. I thought D'Angelo Russell was about to come in and be like, who would?
He was a number 2 draft pick. He wasn't the number 2 draft pick. It makes a difference. Like coming in as the next LeBron, the next Anthony Davis, the next superstar, and then coming in as a number 2 draft pick is two different things.
Yeah, he had like James. He still does have James Harden play style, but like he's not as good. You know, he's not that good of a player. He's a combo guard, but I guess sometimes I don't think players bust. Sometimes I think it's just teams. Like they just don't take the right players. Like D'Lo nice though. D'Lo nice. Jalen Green a bust?
No, I didn't have the high expectations that a lot of people had for him though. So maybe for other people he is.
Jalen Green was like he's similar to Alex Sarr but better. Like he was a project pick who his play style was like, ooh, Jalen Green athletic. He shot creates, but they don't go in. But they go in at like they go in. You know, he has his moments.
I think we had this discussion with Jalen Green, bro. Like if he becomes J.R. Smith, even at a second overall pick in a draft with Kate Cunningham went number 1, like come on, bro. Like I'm not really bashing him. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like it's a draft with Kate Cunningham went number 1, bro. Like I mean, out of all of the number 1 picks in NBA history, when we think back and Kate Cunningham name comes up, it's gonna come up way, 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 way in back of the line in terms of number 1 picks, and in terms of number 1 and number 2 and number 3 picks. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it is what it is. I mean, he ain't Kate ain't nowhere near Apollo. He ain't nowhere near Zion, even though Zion
he is.
He's
Kate
not nowhere near Paulo. He's not near
he's
Paulo.
nowhere near Apollo. I'm sorry.
If we're going off of what we saw from Paulo this year, nah.
Kate is nice. That was 5 games from Paulo.
Y'all know I love
Paulo. I love
year.
Paulo, but Kate has improved. Like Kate might legit win most improved player this year. Like he's gotten way better.
As a number 1 overall pick, you winning most improved player, bro? Are you kidding me?
That happens more often than you would think.
Yeah, but he's gotten way better. He has, but it's been an opportunity. Kate Cunningham, I found out what my problem was with him. I used to always you remember I used to always complain about his passing, bro, and like it's just watching him. He jump passes. When he passes, he jumps every time. Like, why does he do that? I don't get it. That's why I don't know if he's a point guard. Like,
so what? He got bailed out on Hall of Fame?
Yeah, he's a combo guard, bro. Like he keeps doing that, just jumping and passing. Like that's not what
who used to do that a lot. Iverson.
Okay. Yeah.
Iverson mid passer too, though. So.
Yeah. Iverson used to average 7 assists a game off of that. So I ain't really complaining.
Cade is a good passer though, good playmaker. It's just like he could be better if he just stopped doing that, you know. And he doesn't have the greatest spacing, so I do understand him making second decisions a lot because like he got Jalen Duran right there, Thompson right there, and Ivy right there. Like I get it.
Before
But like,
what is Allen Iverson's per 36? Because they got to be nasty, right? Like
Allen
it's got to
Iverson,
be gross.
yeah,
It gotta
I
be
don't know.
nasty. I don't know.
I could
It
only
has
he
to
played-
be absolutely.
He played 40
utterly
minutes a game.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Disgusting, bro. It's bad.
Okay, per 36 in his 2001 season, his MVP season, he averaged 27 a game. 27 4 on 3 turnovers. I knew it, bro. I knew it. Oh my god,
Yes.
bro. He's such a
Yeah.
he's such a
It was bad.
he's such a stat pattern, bro.
Wait, what was the assist?
4
No,
assists on 3
he-
turnovers.
He's really not a stat pattern, bro. Like the thing is that when you height and weight deficient in an era where zone defenses just popped up to keep you out of the paint, and your second best option during the time is Eric Snow, you pretty much at a disadvantage, and you got to do what you got to do. It was a lot of teams that was built like that, unfortunately, in the early 2000s. Man, so that's the only grace that I give to Iverson. Iverson gets the most grace out of those situations because of the way his situation was set up. So I don't really argue that with I don't really argue that with people that watch that look for efficiency, bro. Like and
No one's looking for efficiency. I'm just saying,
and look for
what does
efficiency relative to era in 2001, because those is one of them things that we didn't look at the time. And
No, I'm not looking at efficiency. I'm just saying he was playing like 40 minutes a game, 40 plus minutes a game. If you compare him to anyone else who's like we consider one of the greatest scorers of all time, they played like 36 minutes a game, 35. So when you look at his per 36, which is like they take his time, his minute or his everything he did, and they condense it to 36 minutes. For him, it's condensing instead of expanding because he played so long. And
it is convincing instead of expanding. You're absolutely right, but the fact that he played so long, that he played so many minutes at in that peak that he played in that time frame, when you go back and look at it, that just goes to show you how minuscule that in terms of a premier offense that those Philly rosters were. That's what it really goes to show you, bro. Because it was a lot of times it was Iverson or die. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
okay, let me break it down to you like this: like Kobe Bryant in 2006, right, was giving you per 36.
Look at the offensive
31,
talent on that team, bro. Like on them teams that he played with.
31, 4, and 3. That's his per 36. Allen Iverson's was 27. That was his MVP year. That's what I'm saying. I'm just like, compared to other scorers when they had little help, he wasn't all that. That's all. But we can keep it pushing. This is a different conversation.
No. He wasn't. Yeah, that's a conversation for a different day. All I would tell you, bro, there's a difference between 6 foot, 160 pounds, and 6'6", 225. So, I mean, I do whatever with that as you will. So.
Okay. What are we getting into next?
I'm actually thinking about going into the biggest bust right now, and then if Larry joins, we gonna do the trade finder Pelicans with trade master Larry, you know, because I don't think Larry's gonna know some of these players on the bust list, because I feel like mainly doing players since the 2000s. I got a couple players I'm about to add while y'all been yapping. I've been seeing who I missed out on. Who do y'all think is the biggest bust in NBA history? Or matter of fact, hold on, I'm missing a couple names. Hold on. But Darko Milicic is who I'm missing. He's the biggest bust out of these guys. Yeah. No, I think it's gonna be somebody on this list, man. It's probably Anthony Bennett.
Okay.
Alex Sars.
Okay. Are we counting Are we adding expectation to it? Like, or are we just going off of what they did in the NBA?
For me, honestly, I'm just going off what's did, bro. I don't care about expectations, bro. People be wrong, you know, like people be saying stuff I disagreed with. You know, I'm not gonna sit back in hindsight and I never thought of Markelle Fultz as James Harden. You know what I mean? But he still might be the biggest bust in NBA history to me, just because like he was so bad. He made Ben Simmons a bust also because he forced them to put him at point guard. Markelle Fultz was that bad, bro. Like soon as he came into the league, I think a week into his career, he got it low key. I don't know. I don't want to just.
Is this difference because he got hurt?
Yeah,
but are we counting injury?
Like I'm counting
because like then we gotta add like Jay Williams and people like that like just got hurt. Like
yeah, Jay Williams is here.
Yeah,
I'm adding like production, like
because when I think of us, I'm like you were healthy, you went to a top tier team, and you did not perform. Because like he was hurt, he played through injury, and then had to get surgery like immediately after. I'm like I can't. And then once he got the surgery, he was better, noticeably better.
Yeah. You're not trying to like. I get it. So like you don't think Zion on the bus?
No, unless we're comparing expectations, then no. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Alex Sarr, if he was going on a hobbled knee right now and he was playing like he's playing, I wouldn't even look at it. To be honest with you, wouldn't even look twice.
Yeah, y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, I had to get on the computer because my phone.
I don't think Zion cannot be a bust unless you consider expectation. He can't be. He's like a 2-time All-Star. One of the most efficient players I've ever seen. Yeah.
So by that logic, is Ben Simmons the bust?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like if we're not going off expectation, then Ben Simmons isn't a bust. Okay. Or at least he's going to be at the bottom of this list.
I don't think they top of the top, but we'll see.
What is the likelihood that we're starting the biggest bust with Alex Sarr?
If we're just going off of producing no expectation, probably not.
Think about it.
What is the likelihood of starting with Anthony Bennett?
Probably not. I think that's worse.
To me, being the number one is the biggest factor. Like you have to be the number one overall. Who went number one? You have to be the number one to be the biggest. You know what I mean?
Anthony Bennett.
So Sarr doesn't count then?
He went number 2. You know, if anything, Zachary reached that shit.
He was number 1 in that draft, bro. Like,
but he chose to go number 2.
He chose to go number 2.
But he went now. He chose no. You can't choose your number.
Go number 2.
That's the most number 1.
He chose to go to France. Number 1, you know,
bro. That's the most number 1 overall pick move to do. To be able to choose your. That's what Caleb Williams was trying to do because he knew he was going number 1.
Yeah, Eli Manning.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Steve Francis did that. When he didn't want to show up to the podium when the Grizzlies drafted him. That's back when he was in Vancouver.
You know who else is? They're doing it right now with Sanders. I think he's QB3 though. Like I think Dylan Gabriel and Cam Ward are better than him, but he's doing what a number 1 draft pick would do. But I don't think he's a number 1 draft pick. He's saying we're not going to New York. But guess what? I don't think he's the best player. Kind of like similar to Sarr.
He does have expectation like a number 1 though, just because of how popular he is in his last.
He has high expectations. He's number 2. No doubt about that. I agree. But he's on the list for a reason, you know, because like he has expectations.
The difference is we don't have a Deion Sarr as part of his bloodline. You know what I mean? We don't have that. He has number 1 pick movement because he was playing like a number 1 pick allegedly before the draft.
Yes.
Yeah,
well, he was playing like a number 1 pick with it, relative to his competition, relative to everybody else in the draft.
Yeah, in OTE, he was following up, bro. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, OTE. Yeah. So,
all right.
What pick did Kwame Brown go with?
1.
I refuse to give a shout out to OTE. By the way,
Kwame Brown is not the biggest buzz.
No, he's not. He played years in the league, and
he played like 14 years. He was okay. Yeah, he was okay.
He's not a bust.
Yeah. Oh, he is a buzz, but he's not a biggest buzz.
Man, not. Oh man.
He's not the biggest buzz.
Elijah, bro, Elijah, how we doing this, bro? Because you kind of got the ball rolling last Wednesday. I tried to say something good about a player at the age of 19, but you shot it down.
He averaged
you are responsible.
6 points, 6 assists. I meant 6 rebounds on 50%. 6 points and 6 assists.
Yeah. So
how many minutes though? That's you gotta look, bro. That's what you gotta look. How many minutes a game?
If he played over 28 minutes a game,
22.
Oh, 22. All right.
22 minutes.
22 for his career.
6.
So for anybody that's watching this, bro, I would like to just say all the allegations of me hating basketball has been put to rest based on what Elijah did last week. So he now holds that card now. So.
And don't get me wrong, Kwame Brown is bad. He belongs on this list. He's just not the biggest buzz. Like,
it might just be Anthony Bennett, bro. In 4 years,
it gotta be Anthony Bennett.
In 4 years, he was on 4 teams. I'm average 4 and 3.
I'm thinking it's Darko, bro, because Darko is bad.
Bro, no,
it's not Andre Bargnani.
Anthony Bennett shot 39% for his career.
Bro, in 4 years, Darko
39%.
In 4 years, Darko was on 3 teams. In his first 2 years, he shot 26 and 33% from the field.
That's the same story as Anthony Bennett, but one of them went number 1. Darko Milicic top for sure, but one of them.
Anthony Bennett shot like 36% from the field.
39.
Darko shot 26 from the field as a 7-foot center.
He's terrible. Yeah, that's crazy. But like Anthony Bennett went number 1 though, you know.
Anthony Bennett went number 1, bro. Like I think,
but Darko was worse.
But here's the thing about it. Darko's bust, biggest bust, argument gets trumped just based off the fact that he was in a draft with LeBron and Wade.
Loaded draft.
Carmelo, bro.
Loaded
draft. He got drafted over one of them, didn't he? Like Chris Bosh or Melo?
So you know what I think is a good way to
got drafted over everybody except for LeBron.
I think a good way to gouge it is by situation, because like y'all said in the Anthony Bennett class, that was one of the worst draft classes of all time. So like it was like it was Oladipo, Giannis, Rudy Gobert, no one else. I believe
that was known as the Giannis draft right now. That's what it's known.
No, it is the Giannis draft. Giannis, Rudy Gobert.
So we're gonna go off expectation. We're going off expectation.
I think we're going off. I don't think players bust. I think teams bust. I think we got to judge it off what the team did in that situation. Because like Darko Milicic,
they can go into 3-4 different teams and still be trash.
Yeah, but I'm talking about what the team did on the day of the draft. Like Darko Milicic, check me out. You had Bosh right there. You had Wade right there. You had Melo right there. You had you couldn't get LeBron, but
somehow, some way, the Detroit Pistons landed on Darko Milicic.
You made the
it made sense for them to have Darko. It
made sense for them to get Darko, but at the same time, they ended up getting Rasheed Wallace that year and then winning the championship. So nobody really blamed them for what had happened during that time. Darko Milicic never got the biggest bust stamp or the biggest bust label. The reason why he never got it is because he really wasn't playing that many minutes and that many high minutes for out of a stacked draft class, and he was really experimenting at that time. European players wasn't a hot commodity at that top sale, bro. Because when you win a draft with LeBron, Melo, Wade, and Bosh, just the premier play, what is known as now the premier players of that draft, you're pretty much going to get overshadowed just off the rip during that time. If Darko Milicic was drafted later, 20 years later, in one of these drafts in the past couple of years, bro, and he ended up playing the way that he played, that's the biggest draft. That's the biggest bust of all time. But the fact
he's just a role player, that's all. He's like Kwame Brown to me. Like once he started getting significant minutes, once he started getting significant minutes, he was giving you like role player production, like 20 minutes a game. I think it was like 8.
What is Greg Oden's and Hasheem Thabeet's
That's
case?
exactly what I'm looking at right now. Greg Oden averaged 8.
What is Hasheem Thabeet's in Greg Oden's case?
Greg Oden averaged 8 points in his career, 6 rebounds in 20 minutes. He was hurt for 3 years. He was hurt for 4 out of his 7. He was hurt for 5 years.
That's a wildly.
You know what, Elijah, bro? Elijah, man, Elijah, I got a name for you. Evan Turner, based on what you were saying, bro, might be the biggest. He might be based on your logic. I think he might be the biggest draft bust of all time.
Hey, Mar, I'm comparing him to Alex Sarr, and I'm like, who would I rather have? I think I'd rather have Greg Oden, bro.
Nah, the thing about Greg Oden though, like we have
Greg Oden was highly effective, bro, as a healthy player. Though.
We have the facts though, and he just couldn't stay on the court. Look, like 60 games was his most. That's just.
But would I rather have a 20 game Greg Oden that's highly effective when he's on that court, or an Alex Sarr for 80 games and he sucks every single game?
Thing is though, like in this case, Alex Sarr, all I got is potential. Like maybe he could potentially stay on the court.
All you got is 30 games to somebody that plays 61 games. His first season, first playing season.
I would rather have 20 games of guaranteed good play than 60, 70 games of guaranteed bad play. Is that
it's not guaranteed.
Is that just
Alex Sarr don't have neither one, bro. So it's irrelevant, bro.
It's not right now. Alex Sarr sucks. I agree, but it's not guaranteed.
Alex Sarr stink, but he don't have. Okay. Even in the sample sizes that you just mentioned, bro, he doesn't have.
Greg Oden has 100 game sample size in 7 years. You know,
and he was wildly effective in that 100 games.
Yeah, bro. but Alex Sarr did more in his rookie career than Greg Oden. Greg Oden didn't even play.
That's not fair because we don't count. We don't count rookies until they start playing. We don't count them. That's how Ben Simmons got rookie. His rookie year is 2009, bro. Don't play.
That's the same thing. That's the same thing with Blake and Ben Simmons.
No, you mean Donovan Mitchell and Ben Simmons, or no, you mean Blake and Ben Simmons? No, you're right. Either way,
oh man, that's funny, bro. I don't think Greg Oden's the biggest bust.
Greg Oden also averaged 4 fouls and 1
He did average a lot of fouls. I'm not even looking at him defensively. Pure offense, bro. I'm probably still taking Greg Oden over.
Nah, it's just the fact that Greg Oden, he doesn't have an argument of staying on the. He underperformed and he couldn't stay on the court. You know. What pick did he go with? Did he go number 1?
He didn't.
Yes, he went before Kevin Durant.
And that's the thing about it. Greg Oden, he
underperform, or did he just not stay on the court? Because we saw what he could do in 20 minutes.
Number one, he underperformed. He 4 fouls.
Okay, number one overall pick. Your number 1 overall pick is having trouble with fouls. That's fine. He's not a great rim protector, but he's one of the better rebounders in 20 minutes. Because 8 boards in 20 minutes is crazy. He's one of the more efficient big men in terms of what he's doing in the paint. Yeah, in terms of what he's doing in the paint, he's one of the more efficient big men. I'm not seeing because we can take what he was doing in those minutes.
You mean in that time. At his best, he was 2 blocks a game, bro. But he was still averaging 4 fouls.
I'm not even looking at that defense, bro. That defense is
the 4 fouls a game, bro. It's really the biggest highlight because it keys into why those 20 minutes was 20-something minutes. It keys into why that was.
That's fair. That is true. That's real. That's a really good point.
Keys into why that was, bro.
That's a really good point.
You was 20-something minutes because you was fouling a lot, bro. That's why.
Playoffs.
And Alex Sarr be fouling like that, and he still get to play. That's crazy to me. Shout out the Wizards, though.
Check me out, though. Greg Oden.
That's because the Wizards are tanking, bro. That's why, bro. They pulled off a no-win November, bro. How the hell do you pull that off?
You ain't got no choice to tank when your first overall pick is trash. No choice.
Yeah, no, Alex Sarr is bad, but Greg Oden, he was bad, injured, and went
He was
number
not
one.
bad. He was not bad.
He was bad. He was bad.
He
Look,
was
check me out.
injured.
He was a disappointment.
Yes.
He remember what we talked about where like teams taking the wrong player also matters a little bit. He was behind Kate. He was in a good draft class. No, Kevin Durant draft class was bad. That was 2007.
And that was 2007.
I don't think there was anyone in that draft class besides him and Greg Oden. No, that was the Greg Oden KD draft. Like those were the two guys.
The thing is that like I'll tell you what it was. The thing is that Kevin Durant literally like overshadows that draft so much nowadays. Is that if you do go back to and see the players that was in that draft, you'll be looking like, God damn, I ain't know he was man. I ain't know this dude was in that draft, man. Like, hold up, wait. But when looking at the premier,
Al Horford, Mike Conley,
Joakim Noah. But it's the fact that
Joakim Noah, Corey. This is when Florida was winning stuff.
That's like
Jeff Green, Nick Young, Marco Bellinelli, Jason Smith. Just the name. Wilson Chandler, Rudy Fernandez, Aaron Flowers,
Mike Conley. That's
Carl Landry. Like realistically,
it's KD, Al Horford, Mike Conley, Mark Gasol way in the back in the second round. But I mean, that wasn't going to change no way.
All the other big hits went immediately. Greg Oden was the only miss. It was obvious, like the hits were right in there, right in your face. Kevin Durant, Al Horford, Mike Conley.
I think even Jeff Green was a serviceable role player.
Yeah, no, he was.
I mean, you could say the same thing about this draft, but I think you could say the same thing about Alex Sarr draft, though.
We don't know who the hits are yet.
We don't know who the hits are.
Nah.
Based
on what we've seen,
we don't know what the hits are, bro. Like you mentioned Castle. Like that, bro. You mentioned wait. You mentioned Castle, and I mentioned Castle and Kling, and I gave them their props. But we still Zach Edey is having issues with moving his feet and fouling, bro, because he's having some trouble with the speed of the game.
The only person that wasn't
McCain is out indefinitely, bro. Somebody else hasn't even played. They're being redshirted right now. They play for the Thunder. They need their own team. So realistically, we don't know who is key in this draft at all. But Castle and Kling.
But Mike Conley had the same thing. Like he didn't play the whole season either. He got hurt that season as well.
But he was never going to be better than Kevin Durant.
You're going off hindsight when you're saying that all these players were hits. Like, yeah, but from their first year,
like Reed Shepherd and Simone haven't even played yet. Rob Dillon,
Al Horford and Mike Conley was never going to be better than Kevin Durant, and we all
know. Ware hasn't played yet. There's too many guys.
I was going off the first.
AJ Johnson.
I was going off the first four, like how we went off the first four for the KD draft.
Yeah. Like,
and the only person that hasn't shown that they have potential to be a really good player is Reed Shepherd because he hasn't played in the regular season.
Reed Shepherd hasn't played. Yeah. Reese Shade.
We talked about how Stephon Castle's on his way to becoming a defensive all defensive player. Reese Shade is looking like the first pick of this draft. He looks really good. Sarr and Shepherd are the only ones that are like
shooting in the 30%, and they're all shooting bad. You know, that's the thing about it. They're all good.
I had no idea that Kevin Durant is almost shooting 50, 40, 90 for his career.
Yeah, he's crazy. Come on. Yeah, that's KD, bro. One of the greatest scorers ever. But this draft class, so far everybody's shooting bad. Everyone's shooting bad. That's kind of why I'm like chill on it. Ron Holland, he's shooting 46%, which is bad to me because he's not a 3-point shooter. So, like, him shooting like that is, I don't know, man. Sarr, when you watch him play, though, he is bad. I agree. Like, eye test says a lot. And Castle, his eye test, I kind of was unfair grading him in the draft. I was lower on him because he had Donovan Clingan on his team. And I was like, that's why he looks so good defensively. Bro, Donovan Clingan over there, dominating. But You know, Castle was also nice, and he also had his games where he would when he knocks down his threes. He's a solid playmaker. He's gonna learn behind Chris Paul. He reminds me of D'Lo, Shea. You know, he's nice. He's his own person, of course. Reed Shepard, haven't seen him play. Reese Shea though, he iffy because he went number one and he do look like a role player so far. So like if Reese Shea doesn't hit, to me, it makes Alex Sarr look less like a bust, and that's why I think Greg Oden, is the biggest bust. Just because like KD went right next to him, Al Horford, and Mike Conley, you could have literally drafted anyone else as the top pick.
That's why. Then I would go Darko.
I mean, Mark, but if you say that about Reese's name,
I would go Darko.
If you say that about Reese's name,
but Greg Oden
if you
went
say that about
one,
Reese's name, if you say that about Zachary Reese's name, bro, like
Melo, D Wade,
I think that's more situation than anything.
You think what, Leaf?
Like,
I think Zachary not going off is more situational than anything, bro. He's playing on a team with Trae Young.
Yeah. No, Trae Young is what makes it easy for him. That means as a 3-and-D player, he gets open shots. Like he's not knocking down his shots. I like watching Atlanta Hawks games, and Zachary Reese is just missing. Defensively though, he's good, and I think that's why he got drafted number one, because of what he does on the defensive side. And the Hawks have been a top 5 defense this year, I think. And a lot of that is Dyson Daniels and stuff, but Research is a part of the formula, you know. Like defensively, he's doing good. He's doing good defensively.
Mark.
What's up?
Darko, right? Darko was drafted in a better draft class. He was drafted, if we're comparing like how high he was drafted, his number 2 is just as important as that number 1 was in terms of going above KD, because he went above D Wade, Bosh, and Melo. He played. He barely ever played over 60 games. He played over 60 games 3 times, I believe.
And he was bad. Yeah.
And he played worse in those games than Greg Oden did.
Nah, he's a worse player than Greg Oden. I agree.
And has more expectation because you put him over. You literally could have drafted the first 4 guys, and they all were better than him.
I don't know. I think the team.
They're not only better than him, they were all first ballot Hall of Famer better than him.
I think both of the teams get points off for that because they both drafted the wrong guy when there's obvious better players. I get that, and I even agree. But I just think the fact that the Blazers, they had the chance to take anyone. You know, the Pistons, LeBron was off the table already. But at the same time, there was 3 other guys that went right after. So it's like the same situation. I agree. They both suck. The only difference to me is one went number 1. They have the same story, but one of them went number 1.
And the other guy had 3 players that were better than the 3 players that were
Yeah, I get that. But they all 3 were consensus all-stars, you know. But like those 3 group of all-stars are better. I agree. But it's like they had the same story, just one of them went number 1 overall. Like,
and Darko played worse.
And the other thing, actually, I you know why I think Anthony Bennett is the biggest bust? Because like they have so much similarities, and the only difference is Anthony Bennett walked into a situation where he was gonna be the man. Like Darko Milicic had to come into a winning situation and fit in. Like
I highly doubt that he was gonna be the man, bro. Like Kyrie Irving, bro, was running that. Kyrie Irving was running. Kyrie Irving
team already.
Kyrie Irving was on that team, bro. Okay. Like, so I highly doubt that.
Okay, but at the same time, like Kyrie was going to be if you can't play next to Kyrie as a number 1 overall draft pick, who can you play next to if you're his co-star?
Kyrie wasn't the passer that he is now.
Yeah, I understand that, but no, I get that. But as a co-star, like you telling me you can't play basketball with Kyrie Irving as a number 1
if anything, bro, like it's so many people that Kyrie co-starred next to.
It's kind of the same way how I think about Cam Thomas. You know, like I get it. But like you should be able to play next to a guy who could shoot 8 threes a game at 40%. If you can't, you know, I don't know.
The only person that
he wasn't doing that.
The only person that co-starred next to Kyrie, bro, and they at any time in Kyrie's career, where Kyrie was a clear-cut number 1, was in Boston. That was probably Tatum. Probably.
Kyrie's
And I'm
always
only
been a
saying-
good playmaker. That's what I'm just saying, though. As a play finisher, which Anthony Bennett is, he needs to play next to a play
finisher.
Yeah. Anthony Bennett is a play finisher who couldn't stay on the court because of fouling. And I think who you think the biggest buzz of all time is?
Anthony Bennett is the biggest bust. I said that like 10 minutes ago. I don't know why we didn't put him up on the board already. We're wasting
You
time.
think Darko is number 2 though?
I think Darko is number 2.
Yeah, I think Darko is number 2 also. Like
the draft class was weak. His opportunity was not there.
That means he was supposed to be a dog, bro. Like,
no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
The draft class was
your draft class is weak.
After him.
That means you're supposed to at least rise 5 foot over everybody else, bro. Like, what's going on here?
His minutes were bad. Like, he did not get ET on that team.
It might have been a reason for that.
I don't see how he could be the biggest.
Hold on.
I just don't see how he could be the biggest. They had Tristan Thompson at the power forward at that point in time. Tristan Thompson.
Wait. I
said
the wrong
breakout
name.
Season.
No, I'm tripping. I meant Greg Oden. I'm tripping. I said the wrong name. Yeah. I meant Greg Oden.
Yeah.
Actually. I think Greg
2014 was Tristan Thompson. That was his breakout season where he started playing really well, started shooting really well from the free throw, was getting super amount of boards. Yeah, no, it's not Anthony Bennett, bro.
I actually said the wrong name, which is crazy because I'm talking about the KD, Al Horford, Mike Conley class. What am I saying, Anthony? Why am I associating that with Anthony Bennett? Is because they all suck, and it's like I don't really remember them. You know, like Greg Oden.
We're having a
is the biggest bust. He went after KD.
Dang, Jahlil Okafor? We didn't even talk about Jahlil Okafor, by
Yeah, but he went number 3, you know, like he's up here. He's up here. But I think these guys that go number 1 is who you gotta talk about first. He went number 1, you feel me?
God, bro.
Jahlil Okafor, like they kicked him out the league. He averaged 18, man. They just said we don't think this is winning basketball. Did they even try to they didn't even try to build around that. And Joel Embiid came back, you know. There was like
that's what happened with Anthony Bennett. He literally there was a better power forward on the team with his same skill set.
Yeah, Tristan Thompson
at that time. He started going crazy in 2014.
Yeah, Tristan. But Jahlil, bro, like I thought the 76ers should like, you know, maybe build around that. But they had Joel Embiid, and you know, maybe they saw what we didn't see in practice and said, "Nah, Joel Embiid is about to be that guy." Jahlil, you got to go. It was nice though. And unfortunately,
now that we got our number 1 overall pick out the way, can we move on away from the number 1 overall pick criteria?
So who do you think is the biggest? Can we agree with Greg Oden, or you think
this is fine? You just throw Greg Oden there because I think they're right next to each other, so one or the other is fine. You throw Darko above Anthony,
yeah. Okay,
that's fine.
Okay, and then number 4. I mean,
it's Jabari Parker, number 4.
Jabari Parker, yo. Emeka Okafor. He went number 2, bro. Like
Emeka Okafor was not.
He was a role player for the back end of his career, though. And Jabari didn't even do that. Jabari, he was a bucket though. Like mid range, he could score. I wonder what was his efficiencies because I remember he even got better at the 3-point. I think Jabari's main argument was health.
Emeka Okafor was a good defender, at least, like a really good defender.
Nah, Jabari was not really all that on defense, and he also got outshined by Chris Middleton because they had like a similar play style, and Chris Middleton started shining.
They did.
So it was like, what's the point of Jabari? Cool, bro. He wasn't terrible, but like
he's not here yet. He's not here yet.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Okay, let's really look. Let's really look, bro. Let's look. Is that you have Dragan Bender on here? Do you have Dragan Bender on here?
He went pick number 4. That's kind of why I'm like, he's a bust, but like,
nah, we're chatting. Okay, I think we don't got Dragan on here. We're chatting.
Dragan is a bust, bro. Yeah, we'll put him.
He's one of the biggest busts of all time, bro.
Yeah, he is. Now he was bad, but like, I think Hasheem
We
to
got
be worse.
LaMelo Ball over here over Dragon. LaMelo Ball wouldn't even make a list compared to Dragon Bender now. Come on. Is that Jabari Smith Jr. on here?
That was on accident. I was looking for Jabari
Oh.
Parker. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
No,
cool
Dragon
putting
Bender
Scoot-
is here actually. He's to the left of Julio Okafor.
Okay, but yeah, put him up. He's next, bro.
Yeah, actually, he's the only number 4 pick I put for a reason.
He's next, bro. He's next. You agree, Leaf?
No, he's the only number
Leaf?
4 pick I put there for a reason, bro. Nah, he was bad.
Bad, bro. He's bad.
I think Mario Hezonja was also, but he went number 5. That's why I'm like, I feel like James Wiseman is worse than Mario Hezonja.
Mario Hezonja had a really long career in the league.
Yeah.
Like
Michael Kidd Gilchrist. Is he a bigger bust than Dragon Bender?
No. Because I think he had like 2 good seasons, didn't he?
He had a longer career. He averaged 12.
Yeah, no, he's better than
he's better.
off rip.
Yeah.
He's off rip better, yeah.
But in the year that he averaged 12, he played 7 games.
Scoot Henderson needs to be right here. Respectfully.
You know what? Nah, this man is Bun Youngs, bro. Like Scoot is bad.
Can we put Sar here now?
He's
on the list. He's on the list.
He is. Now Marvin Williams played a good amount. Cody Zeller. Cody Zeller, like
Cody Zeller was not that bad. He was bad. He wasn't that bad.
Thing is,
he wasn't that bad.
I think he went number 2, bro. Like
he went number 4.
Crazy. Oh, he went number 4. Okay.
Yeah.
So James Wiseman above Cody Zeller at that point. Lonzo, nah, he's not. Andre Bargnani. He went number 1.
Bargnani is not as bad as these guys, bro.
Yeah, he was a solid stretch big.
Yeah, it's like we be hating on Bargnani. Like not too much. Not too much.
Hasheem
He was cool, bro.
Hasheem.
Let me go look at Hasheem.
And Derek Williams. Derek Williams, like he had a role player years. Marvin Bagley, low key. Marvin, what is up with Marvin's, bro? Marvin Williams, Marvin Bagley, tighten up, bro. Y'all need to start repping a little more.
13 minutes. I'm cool with Hasheem. I'm cool with Hasheem to beat next. I'm cool with that. That's fine with me.
Yeah.
Nah, Scoot is bad, bro.
No. Scoot is already on here, but like at least he got the potential thing. You know, Hasheem to beat.
They're both second round picks. Hasheem off rip, he gave you in 13 minutes, gave you 2 shots on 59% and 4 rebounds. That was his entire career as a rookie. 68 games, mind you.
Nah, it should be worse. Yeah.
He started 13. Nah.
He seems to be worse. Yeah. Nah, he worse. But Scoot is up there though.
He's bad, bro. Scoot is freaking bad.
Yeah, he's a better playmaker than the other guy.
I'm gonna keep pushing my SAR agenda until you put him up there, bro.
Crazy thing is like he's gonna be.
He's worse than Wiseman. He's worse than Wiseman.
They both went number 2 also. Wiseman. I hated that. The thing is, Wiseman, I hated that draft pick at the time because they were talking about we're gonna take him number 1. So like they told me they would have took him over Anthony Edwards, bro. Like they told me. Like that was so stupid to me. And
He was a project pick. He was a project pick just like SAR. But the thing is, he actually showed why he was a project pick, unlike SAR, who is just bad. He was actually competent at scoring the ball and getting rebounds. Like, I remember when Wiseman was averaging a double-double just because.
Yeah, but nah, man.
That's worse than SAR.
Him and SAR on this.
No, they're not.
No, yeah, they are.
SAR and Scoot are on the same level, bro.
Scoot gave me a whole season of it already, and I'm seeing it again. Scoot, like
Wiseman in his first season played 40 games. So Sar is about to be reaching what Wiseman played in like 5 games, bro. It's not like it's a big difference.
Wiseman a bigger bust than Scoot as we currently speak because he went higher expect. Scoot was looked at almost generation. Nah, he wasn't generational, but
no, Scoot
both
was
had
having arguments. Scoot was having arguments of he should have gone first at some points.
He was having arguments for sure at number 2, and I even bought into it. Like for sure over Brandon
Wiseman
Miller.
was never touted that high.
Wiseman,
everyone was surprised when
Wiseman kind of was. Wiseman, I remember he was the guy where everybody was like, "Oh, the center that could shoot? Come on now, the Warriors gotta have that."
He was a project. Everyone knew he was a project, and they were like, "Why did
he got into the NBA and couldn't shoot threes?" It is Alex Sarr.
They were like,
and he's bad at defense. Alex Sarr at least got like potential to. No, Wiseman did not even have potential on defense.
But the difference between that, Wiseman at bare minimum showed that he was a good interior player and a much better rebounder than Sarr is. Sarr has not shown either of those things.
Yes,
both of them were considered projects that were going to take a couple years.
I agree.
That's why it was such a weird pick that the Warriors picked him that early, because they were like, why would you pick a player that you need to build from when you have a dynasty right now?
Yeah.
So Wiseman, and what he showed in his first season, 40 games played, was a better scorer. He was a better rebounder and a worse defender. But like it's mid on mid at that point.
Yeah.
No. And he played in less time. He did all of this with less time. I'm not giving you Wiseman over Sarr. Absolutely.
I just genuinely believe that though. Marvin Bagley. What has Marvin Bagley done, bro? Marvin Bagley, like, he had a little
same as Wiseman. He's like the same kind of player as Wiseman, bro.
Yeah, he does have some points where like he all right, but I think we're at that point where Marvin Bagley here, because he went over Jaren Jackson, which I always thought was stupid. He went over Luka Doncic, which I always thought was stupid. He went over Trae Young, which I always thought was stupid. Like, Marvin Bagley just went for no reason. Like there was he was number 2 on the Kings, I believe. I believe he went DeAndre Ayton, Bagley, Luka.
He was 7th. He was 7th in Rookie of the Year in his year, though. He didn't become a bust until later. He showed he had potential.
No, the thing about it is, I think he was just a strong physical college player, and once he got into the league, like, that didn't translate because like he's not as strong, big, and physical, and he couldn't shoot. He was just good at grabbing rebounds. He was just a hustle rebound grabbing guy at 6'10", and in college you could look nasty doing that, but in NBA, nah.
He looked, as someone who lived in Sacramento, watched the Kings religiously in that time, he was looked at by this team in his rookie year as easily the second best player on the team. Easily the second best player was on the team. While he was playing, he was not looked at as a bust. He was looked at as someone who has lots of potential. He just couldn't shoot. They were trying to get a shot down because in the interior, he was like one of the better lob threats to De'Aaron Fox.
I never liked Bagley, man. That's just what it is. Even
I don't think you like him, but there's worse busts than him, bro. Like, not too much on Bagley.
It's just that he went number 2, but like who's the worst bust? I agree, there's worse bust than him. I think there's 6 of them, but he's number 7.
Sarr is right there. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Sarr is right here.
Sarr not only was a number 2 pick, but he was supposed to be number 1. He chose to be number 2. Yeah. So we should be really weighing him as a number 1 pick. And when you compare his numbers next to Wiseman and next to Bagley, he makes Bagley and Wiseman look like all-stars, bro. He's worse. Like, easily worse. I don't get it, though.
My bad, but I don't know, man. I think
we can't. It's not. We might as well just move Sarr off the list if we're gonna only go off of who they got drafted above, because you're never gonna put anybody
Thing
above
is,
talent
you
wise.
don't got to get moved off the list. He is a bust. Like, right? Yeah, nah, he a bust, bro. But like,
But I'd rather put a
Michael
bunch of
Kidd
other players
Gilchrist.
above him. I'd rather put a bunch of other players above him that perform better. If we're gonna say, well, they got drafted above this player, this player, this player. We don't even know what Sar's players are gonna turn out to be. So that's not fair to him. That's like that that's not. We don't know. We could have said the same thing for Anthony Bennett in his first year, even though we knew he was a bust. He was already one of the biggest busts, touted as one of the biggest busts we've ever seen in his first year.
Yeah.
So why would we not have the same energy for Sar when he's doing
I do
Anthony
that,
Bennett numbers?
You know, I was just trying to.
So he's not worse than Bagley or Wiseman. I mean, he is worse than Bagley and Wiseman as a bust.
Bagley, I could see it. Derek
Bagley and
Williams.
Wiseman did the same thing.
Hold on, I'm gonna put Sar here and just see who could be above him. Lonzo had a point where he looked good. Jahlil Okafor had a point where he looked good. Josh Jackson was never good, man. Jay Williams.
Wasn't he like a fourth overall pick?
Yeah, he was
fourth.
Yeah, that's kind of why, like, he's in the same boat as Alex Sarr, but he went first, you know? So it's like he could be behind Alex Sarr, but like they ain't the same boat. Otto Porter,
he put up better numbers in his rookie season too.
yeah, he could go behind Sarr. Michael Kidd Gilchrist, like, I gotta look up. No, we agreed that Gilchrist is.
I have him in the same category as Marvin Bagley and Wiseman. Like, he was okay.
Yeah, he had a year where he could give you role player production.
Yeah.
Adam Morrison went number 3, man.
He was mid.
Yeah.
He was mid. He was mid.
Well, hold on, Kwame Brown.
Kwame Brown's going to be in the same category as Wiseman and Bagley to me.
No, but like this is the conversation, right? I think it's right now.
No, you can throw Morrison right there behind Gilchrist or in front of Gilchrist, honestly. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, actually, you're right.
He's bad.
Yeah, Boris. And then this guy, these two guys went number 1.
I don't know who they are. Who are they?
Yeah, but it's like I only want to do 2000s. Will we know?
Yeah.
Jay Williams, Evan Turner went like number 2, I think, man. But I think Evan Turner was better than Marvin Bagley. Derek Williams might be. I think Derek Williams might be higher.
I think the problem with Bagley is he played like 10 years ago. He would be like a solid role playing big. He'd be like your second in the lineup big.
I don't agree, but like Marvin Bagley, he didn't have a position. You know, he was a tweener. That's the problem with him to me. He never had a position in the NBA. That was literally his entire time. Yeah, he's a power forward that hustles and grab rebounds. He's a power forward that play like a center. It just never worked to me.
He's just not a good defender. That's why.
Yeah, exactly. Him and Kwame Brown are next. I ain't gonna lie. Him.
Why do you hold so much disdain for Mark? Did you have him highly touted out of college or something? This is personal.
Marvin Bagley?
Yeah, this is personal.
No, I just that he is a guy who has no position in the NBA, or he's a tweener, so he doesn't have a role really. His role is weird. His role is low impact. He doesn't do that well in his role. He went number 2, and he went above Hall of Famers. And he doesn't fit in the modern NBA. Like, they just know, like, he's a bust. He's a bust.
What about Mike Dunleavy?
Mike Dunleavy went number 3. He was a solid, like, what he did, like, as a spot-up shooter, like, he was one of
like 4 years.
Yeah, that's the thing about it. He was a 40% shooter his whole career. No, Mike Dunleavy, dang, he played 986 games and shot 38% from 3. Averaged 11 points. Like, what he did, he was good at it, you know? At least he was a star at his role, you know? He wasn't all that well either. But Marvin Bagley's not even a star at what he do. He ain't even like grabbing all these like he grabs rebounds for sure. I agree. At a good rate. But he's not Andre Drummond, you know?
That's not fair.
Mike Dunleavy, I get it, but that's what I'm saying. Like even Andre Drummond, who's one of the best ever at what Marvin Bagley does, it's not that valuable, you know? And he's bad at it. Not bad, but he's mid to mediocre at it. I think Marvin Bagley.
I hear you.
Emeka
I hear you. I hear what you're trying to say. Emeka Okafor was a top tier defender. I'm not giving you him just yet.
You right. I literally said you right earlier about that too. Some of these other guys, and he was.
Who is bro under Marvin Bagley? I need some of these names, bro.
Andre Bargnani.
Oh yeah, he's not going nowhere just yet. Yeah, he ain't chill right there. Is that Otto Porter?
Yes, Junior. He went number 3,
yeah.
But like he was a solid starter.
He was a solid defender. Player. Is that Alex Lynn? Alex Lynn might need to be next. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Alex Lynn been mid my whole life.
He does what Marvin Bagley does.
No, he does not. No, he does not.
He doesn't.
No, he doesn't. Who told you that? Alex Lynn at 7 foot, his career high rebounds is 7.5, bro. What are we talking about? No, he doesn't. And then as a scorer, as an athletic lob threat, no, he's not touching. What are we talking about? No, he doesn't.
Alex Lynn sucks, yo. 7.
Who do you think Alex Lynn is, bro?
7 and 5. 7 and 5 on 17 minutes for his career.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. You hate Marvin Bagley.
No. Alex Lynn went with pick 5 though. Marvin Bagley went 2.
What draft did he go pick 5, bro?
2013. He went in that Anthony Bennett draft, huh?
Yeah, he went over. Who did he go over? CJ McCollum.
Yeah, but it was it was Anthony. No, he didn't go over them. Giannis went like 13. No, it was he went 5 in the draft class. You know, in the trash draft class. I think, and Bagley went 2 in a stacked one. Nah, it's Bagley, bro. Bagley went 2 in a stacked draft class, and Alex Lynn went 5 in the draft class. We're like, we ain't even like having that much experience.
He went 5 in a stacked draft class where like the first 6 were like half bust. You were 50-50 on picks, bro. Come on now. DeAndre Ayton, Marvin Bagley, Luka Doncic, Jaren Jackson, Trae Young, Mo Bamba. That's 50-50, bro. That's 3 busts out of 3. Ain't nobody was drafting good over there.
Who do you think is above Marvin Bagley? Other names?
Mo Bamba's is worse than him. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, Mo Bamba went like
that's
7.
That's his own. He went 6. He went right after Trae.
Yeah, exactly. He went 6. Going pick 6 and 2 is a huge difference to me, man.
No, I'm saying like you're saying that Marvin Bagley went over all these players. They weren't drafted good in that draft in general, bro. But when we said it earlier with Greg Oden, and it was like everybody who picked after him was a better pick than him, I was like, okay. But DeAndre Ayton went in front of him.
Yeah, but And then what?
And then Mo Bamba's right there too, and he's bad.
No, Mo Bamba is not right there because.
Yo, my bad, bro. I had to run to the bathroom to take an Alex Star. I'm back,
bro. I'm looking at the way that they drafted in this lottery. This is bad drafting.
Wait, what lottery is that?
2018 lottery. This is bad draft. I don't know who was smoking in that room, in that draft room. Leave. It was DeAndre Ayton first, Marvin Bagley second. Then you had Luka, JJJ, and Trae Young. Good picks. Mo Bamba was 6. Wendell was 7.
Collins this was bad. Yeah. This was terrible. Don't go any further. I'm looking at it, bro. Like,
thank you.
SGA went number 11. Yeah. The lottery in this draft, like, listen, I understand Michael Porter Jr., bro, like, going down as far as he did. That's the only one I really understand. Outside of, I say Mikal and Miles are close to each other. Shea should not be in. Shea should have never been in between them. Shea should have been top.
Jerome 10. Robinson, bro. Troy Brown Jr. Nah.
Like,
It's bad.
listen,
It's
if
bad.
you want to say Trey and Luca premier this draft, that's fine. Luca should have went at least number one and number two. Marvin Bagley had no business ever going over him.
He's trying to make the case that Marvin Bagley is the biggest bust after Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
After Michael Kidd, well, what number are we on?
I think it's Alex Lynn. He's saying it's Marvin Bagley.
Marvin Bagley. I'm gonna go with. I'll tell you who I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Jabari.
Jabari Smith? Nah, I can't.
No, Jabari Parker.
Jabari Parker. I can't beat her with you either.
No, not
his
Jabari Parker.
His highs are too high. Like, go look at what Alex Lynn did compared to Jabari Parker.
Alex Lynn might be next on that list. I think Lonzo shouldn't be too far away.
Over
I think
Jay Williams? If we talking about
over
her.
Jay.
Over Jay Williams?
Well, Jabari Parker. Well, we getting down to the hurt section of this draft, and if I'm not mistaken, Greg Oden hasn't popped up yet.
Yeah, he's first.
Yeah. Oh, Greg Oden is the first. Okay. My bad. So if we doing it amongst the guys that was like, promised but got hurt, Jabari,
Jay Williams,
Lonzo, where's Jay Will? Jay Will. Jaleel Okafor was just that was just wrong era. That was just wrong era. And after he punched dude in the face outside of that club, that was the nail in the coffin because he had dude leaking. I remember that.
I agree.
Who else? Michael Beasley. The story that he told on a podcast how his career ended up, and he said things that he wasn't or whatever, this, that, and the third, was somewhat unfair. I don't know why Ben Gordon is on this list. Ben Gordon won 6th Man of the Year as a rookie.
I don't know why some of these players on this list. I don't think a lot of these players.
I don't know why Otto Porter is on this list. I don't know why D'Lo is on this list. I don't know why LaMelo is on this list. I don't know why Enes Kanter is on this list. I don't know why Jalen Green is up here. I don't know why Emeka Okafor is up here. I would have to go with Markelle Fultz. My next, I guess. I don't know.
I gotta go. I'm going Alex Lynn.
You want to go with Alex Lynn? That's fine, bro. But I mean, let's do Alex Lynn, bro, because we almost 2 hours in, bro. Like, and I don't want to spend more time talking about burgers.
We can't do nothing until Mark gets back. I don't know where he went.
Oh yeah, I don't know where Mark went back, but yeah, I mean, Markelle Fultz shouldn't be too far behind, bro. Like, I mean, like, this is who does he play for now?
I don't think he has a team. I think Markelle Fultz is another player where it's wrong era. Because he's a really good passer. He's a good interior player. He's a good defender, to be honest with you, too. He just can't shoot a 3. He cannot shoot a 3. And that's his problem. Like, could he shoot 3s right now? He wouldn't be a bust, to be honest with you.
He plays for
He don't play for nobody.
Wait, 23, 24. Yeah, he don't play for nobody. Yeah, I would say, you know what, Markelle Fultz, I think if he came in around the same time as like John Wall and
Eric
D
Bledsoe,
Rose, bro, D Rose, yeah, I was in a first pick at that, bro. Like, I think he would be effective, bro. Like, John Wall is clearly not a bust. And he might have been one of the best two-way point players at his position. during his best years. D Rose won Rookie of the Year and MVP, bro. Like it's a conversation that he might be Hall of Famer someday. Or he might be or he just might be the only MVP to never make it to the Hall of Fame.
Do you agree, Mar? Do you agree that Markelle Fultz is just in the wrong era?
I think he got hurt. I think that's what it is.
He did get hurt, but I mean, I think he also got edited too, bro. Like they went and edited player and they changed everything about him. I don't know what happened. I really don't.
Yeah,
I really
I
don't.
remember.
I'm gonna be honest. We're having a mid-off now, and
Yes, we are.
I don't think I care anymore.
Yeah, the Markelle Fultz story.
Yeah, I don't care anymore.
I think Markelle Fultz is low-key a worse bust than Alex R. Worse bust than Josh Jackson. His story was his rookie year. He got a non-basketball injury that nobody knows what happens. All that we know.
Hold up, where's Dragon Bender?
He is
He's
on
up
the
there.
list.
He's
He's
number
at 4.
4. Yeah, he's number 4.
Okay.
With Markelle Fultz, the thing about him is he was supposed to come in and be a dynamic scorer for the team. He had Ben Simmons, who was going to be able to make for him, and he was a great 3-point shooter. It's just that he hurt his shooting. He hurt his shooting shoulder somehow.
I think that Markelle Fultz was supposed to be the point guard, so that Ben could be the play off the ball, and do something else. But Markelle Fultz got hurt, and Ben winded up being a point guard anyway.
Ben Simmons supposed to be amen, but
I would argue that Jay Williams is a worse story of the same thing. Then
the thing about it though is Markelle went number 1, and Jay Williams had at least a couple years. Markelle,
no, he didn't. Jay Williams played 1 year.
Wait, how long he played?
1 year. He played his rookie year, and that was it.
Really? But did he play better his rookie year than Markelle ever played in his career?
No.
9 on 39 and 3. Oh, man.
I forgot about Jay Will.
He was the second round.
Jay Will was unfortunate. Jay Will was very unfortunate.
Yeah, so was Markelle.
Jay Will got into a motorcycle accident. Where's the one?
I think Markelle got the same story but he's just not telling it because of contract negotiations.
Yeah. Of course he's not telling us that. Hold up. I got a question. Where's DeJuan Wagner?
I don't know who that is. And what year was he?
DeJuan Wagner was the same year as Amari Stoudemire and Jay Will.
Was that in the 1900s?
Yes, it was in
the 1900s. Me and Elijah agree. We in the 2000s, baby. We in the 2000s.
DeJuan Wagner got picked. DeJuan Wagner got picked a year before LeBron did to the Cavs.
Oh wow! So what pick did he go?
Oh, he's
number 5 or number 6.
No, number 6. Like I think Markelle Fultz could be like a bigger buzz than somebody.
He's still better than Markelle Fultz. No, he was playing 30 minutes a game. Nah, he's bad, bro. Nah, this is Alex R numbers. Nah.
He might be bad. I don't even know who he is. I don't even know who he is.
But he talking about DeJuan Wagner, bro. Like he's stat watching. But
Nah, this is bad, bro. He played 30 minutes a game, shot 37% on 13 attempts, bro. Nah,
I don't know who he is. He's born young, so yeah, I don't know.
Go look at that. Before you make that that conclusion, go look at that roster. Please go look at that roster that year, please.
That Cleveland roster? No, that Cleveland roster.
Yes,
was bad.
Please go look at that Cleveland roster. That shit was bad.
Hey, they had Ricky Davis though. They had Ricky Davis.
Davis, bro. Please. Stop going on video games. Ricky Davis was sorry, bro. Ricky Davis was sorry.
They had Carlos Boozer, bro. Come on,
Carlos Boozer was a rookie. I swear to you, Ricky Davis was sorry, bro. Darius Miles was sorry.
Ricky Davis.
That team won 15 games, and then the next year they got LeBron, bro. Like I'm like, yo, bro, please don't do this. Please don't do this. I was in high school during that time, bro. Please don't do this to me. That was a very, very bad time to be a basketball fan of a goddamn team that was under 500. That was not the time, bro.
Well,
Oh my
so
God.
hey,
Dewan
Ricky
Wagner,
Davis
nah,
is man, bro. Ricky Davis is
Dewan,
man.
Dewan Wagner, bro. The real reason why he was a bust is because after his first year, he got sick and he couldn't play no more. So that's what, unfortunately,
Yeah.
that's what
His
happened.
first year was bad too, though. So
His first year was bad too. See, bro, relative to era, please.
relative to era leave, his first year was
Relative to era and based on the rookie scale at that time.
he was still bad. Leave.
Among guards.
Leave. You think he a bigger bust than
why you narrowing it down so much? He was bad, bro. He was bad. He couldn't pass. He couldn't shoot.
I think he might. Look, no. I'm not. Listen, I am not doing that.
he a bigger bust than Kwame Brown?
No.
Yeah, because Kwame Brown went like number 1, right?
Yeah.
Like I think being that bad at number 1 deserves you a spot next. No.
Yeah, Kwame might have to go because we already in, past 10 anyway, bro. So Kwame might have to go
he could go now. Yeah.
Kwame. The name of Kwame's channel is Kwame Brown Bust Life. Just to let y'all know. Yeah, he literally.
Can we please get this garbage can Alex Lynn up here now, please? Just to soothe my poor 916.
Is he worse than he's worse than Derek Williams?
He's so bad, bro.
Williams,
he's a 7-foot, slow-fitted big that can't play defense or offense.
I forgot about Derek Williams and not Alex Sarr, bro. Like after 30 games, I would put him somewhere in the 15, in the top 15. Somewhere in the top 15, somewhere in the top 20. But like after 30 games, I don't know. Like, listen, this whole thing started because of Alex Sarr, realistically, bro. Like I want to say, but at the same time,
he's number 7.
I think you know something. I think Elijah was just determined to like have his Lee Diggy moment where he hates basketball. Where he proves that he hates basketball and not me. So I mean. So,
nah. Look, we got Scoot Henderson right above Sarr, bro. They're right there. They're right there, right next to each other.
Okay.
And look, by the end of this season, he's gonna take a big old leap up. Okay.
Say a big old
the only reason he's this low is because 1, Mar was taxing based on the players behind the guy that got drafted, and 2, he only played 30 games. So it's like, okay, I got you. I'll wait. And as he slowly rises up the list, we can have that conversation. It's cool.
That's fact.
I'm just already there. I don't like when I saw Luka play basketball his first year, I already knew he was gonna be one of the best players I ever seen. I didn't have to wait.
Think about it. There is only 2 players that I disagree with that are behind Sarr. It's Jay Williams and Markel.
Jay Williams and Markel.
I think after that it's cool.
I don't hold injuries against players as much in terms of their
budget. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. Me neither, but at the same time, bro, like I think Jay Williams and Markel will always be bust. If you had close to what Ben Simmons had, bro, and then you got injured, then I give you some grace.
Yeah,
but if
I just feel like Markel, by the time he was in Orlando, was good. He just was in the wrong era. Like, replace Markel Fultz with like Eric Bledsoe in like 2017, and you're getting the same.
I don't know about that.
Markel was nice. He just, the thing is, he couldn't shoot. He ruined his shoulder. Yeah. That's so unfortunate. It's an unfortunate reason why he there. But like at the end of the day,
you're making him sound like a point guard that should have been playing in the early 2000s, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's what he is. He was a really good finisher. He could pass the ball well. He just couldn't shoot.
And this was without a shoulder, you know? Like he only had one shoulder his whole career though. That's the unfortunate part about it though. Alex Sarr at least he got 2 shoulders.
he got 2 shoulders and a 40-inch vert and still can't do
I
nothing,
agree, bro. Nah,
bro.
he sucked. Nah, I agree, he sucked, bro. But like
He is
Markel, like
trash.
he didn't
He is,
even
he
have
is
2
very,
shoulders.
very. He is extremely terrible, bro.
I
Like
agree,
I
bro.
mean,
You asked me Alex Lynn or Derek Williams, and based on what I'm seeing, Derek Williams.
yeah, I would have to say Derek Williams. Derek Williams was very promised, bro. Like, and he didn't. Yeah, it was. That's a big no.
Yeah. And then
Shout out
who
to
who
Enos
got-
Freedom over there, bro.
you want to put Enos Freedom last?
Nah, he don't
And his
deserve it.
freedom, nah. And his freedom don't deserve it because I
Marvin-
feel like
Marvin
his
Bagley.
freedom.
Are you gonna take a
And his
picture of this
freedom,
and put it somewhere?
and his freedom was at least one of the best offensive rebounders, bro. Like in the league at some point.
Nah, Alex Len was worse. What am I yapping about? My bad.
Alex
Yeah,
Lynn is way
Alex
worse.
Lynn was the worst.
Yeah.
Way worse. Way worse.
Jabari Parker. Is this where he could go?
Well, Jabari
Nah.
Parker, bro. He showed signs. He showed signs of some real
Yeah.
promise. He just got hurt. He just got a horrible injury and hasn't been the same since.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying.
Because
But-
like if you go back to the year, bro, with him and Giannis was on, like he was the one playing key minutes in primetime minutes right away. Right away, like literally, bro. Like Giannis was a total project.
No, he was nice, to begin his career.
I miss Thon Maker, bro. Bring Thon Maker back into the
Thon
league.
Maker, yeah, that's another bust.
No, I almost put him, but like he went like
He was like a
7.
7. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was like.
What
7.
about Keith Van Horn?
We'll pick
That's
him
too
up.
old. He's
And
90.
then Keith had a better career than Lonzo.
I mean, we got Michael
Lonzo's
Olawokandi.
career's still going. Calm, not too much on Lonzo, bro. Not too
Alex Sarr, Eli. Come on, that's a crazy statement.
What do you mean?
I meant what I said. What? That's a crazy statement.
Lonzo is still one of the best full court passers in the league. He just
Talent,
is on a
yes.
as a defensive player.
I think he's second. I think he's second to his brother right now, bro. Be honest with you, bro. Like
He
because
is. He's
just
always
based,
been.
just based off the fact that he's playing more and he's showing a lot more all-star and superstar potential a lot more than Lonzo has ever showed. Lonzo at best was anchoring a defense in the first 20 to maybe 30 something games in Chicago at his
Lonzo on the Lakers is a good defender.
Yeah, he was a good defender on the Lakers, but
Lonzo
I think
a better player than Alex Len.
on Chicago, bro. I think he was on his way, and I said it earlier. He was on his way to anchoring one of the a very very damn good defense, bro. Like
if you want to see
Alex Caruso.
All-star potential Lonzo, go watch Pelicans Lonzo when him and Zion first got together.
Yeah,
he was not 40% shooter, top tier defender,
shooter.
full court passer, one of the best lob throwers.
Yes, he was.
That Lonzo,
yes,
man,
he was. That Lonzo was very, 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 very impressive. However, it came down to the same thing that it came down to in Chicago: injuries. And
I think he's shown us enough to where I'm not like calling him a bust.
Yeah, okay. Has he shown enough signs to where you can't label him a top 15 bust?
Yeah.
Okay.
Evan Turner's no. I think Marvin Bagley worse. I think Alex Len worse.
I think Evan Turner is at least top 20, at least top 25.
Alex Lynn is the worst player on this list left.
Yeah, but he went number 5. That's the thing about
what
it.
about do y'all have
okay,
Leon?
Then take
do y'all have AJ Leon up there, bro?
What year he went?
I think he went the same year as Andre Bargnani, 2006 or 2007.
He was
Hey, if you want Alex Lynn numbers, but a little bit of a higher pick, just take Cody Zeller. Just as bad, higher pick.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got a name for y'all. What about Anthony Randolph, bro? I think he went in 2009.
Where is bro from the Hornets? I never remember his name. Big tall white guy.
Cody Zeller.
No, he could shoot threes.
No.
Hornets.
Hornets, tall white guy.
Tall white guy.
No.
Tall white guy.
Oh, white guy that can shoot threes. Chris Kaman? No.
No. Chris
Kaman
Kaman played for the
He
Clippers.
can't shoot threes.
He played around the same time as
Oh, you
what's
talking
it
about
called?
Primo Brezic or something?
No.
That's the
No.
Oh, I think I know you talking about. He played for the Bobcats. He didn't play for the Hornets. He played for the Bob when it was you talking about. Damn, I don't think he was a lottery pick though.
Yes, he was, wasn't he?
Watch your profile now too.
Oh
Huh?
man, shit.
I don't remember when he got drafted. That's my problem, man.
I don't remember neither. But when I find out his name, I know who you talking about. But he was a stretch big, bro. When I find out his name, I swear it's gonna come back to me, bro. Who else? Who else? Was
crazy.
it is because there's a lot of busts, bro. Like I could think of, bro. Like it is some real stinkers.
It's like we're not talking about Ryan Anderson.
No, not Ryan Anderson.
No.
He was close to Ryan Anderson, but he just wasn't. Damn, what was his name?
Frank Kaminsky. Frank Kaminsky is what it was.
Frank.
No,
Kaminsky.
Frank Kaminsky. Right.
He was. Oh my goodness! In college, he won player of the year.
He was cold.
I actually thought
he was cold in hell in college.
Yeah, the thing about it though is he wasn't a good defender, and that's why he fell in the draft. Everyone kind of saw his downsides, you know.
He was a bad offensive player too, bro.
Did he like come to the NBA and not produce offensively too? That is crazy.
Okay, so let me go.
What about that one guy, Bill Lim? No, not he. The greatest college player. No, the greatest college player.
Josh, I got one for you. I got a good NBA bust for you. Josh Childress.
Oh man, I haven't heard that name in a long time.
I know you ain't heard that name in a long time. There's a lot of burgers, bro. I know of them. Josh Childress, yes. Josh Childress.
52 from the field, though. You know that's better than.
Like, oh yeah, he was sixth man of the year, or sixth man of the year a couple times. Yeah, you know he wasn't.
Oh,
Josh Childress.
Yeah.
Okay. Charlie Villanueva.
No, he was good. Hayden.
I think we're just at the point where it's Cody Zeller, man. Cody Zeller is bunions.
Shout out Cody Zeller.
How about Andrew Bynum?
He was always hurt. He was nice.
No, he was nice when he played. Yeah, he was nice.
Leaf. The only argument I got for this list, honestly, is can I put Markelle Fultz and Jay Williams over Alex R?
I know he was a lottery.
You're gonna have to put somebody before that, bro. Or how about Adam Morrison?
What you mean?
You're gonna have to put Adam Morrison before all of them, bro. Like if you want to do that.
Why?
Adam Morrison, because he was arguably one of the biggest busts ever. He went top 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
can we put Denzel Valentine on this list? I don't want top 15, but like
he was like 14.
So Adam Morrison and Sheldon. Adam Morrison and Sheldon Williams, bro. You got to throw them up there too, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie. They went before. They went before Brandon Roy, bro. Like so, yeah. You got to throw them up there, bro. For sure. Just going down more and more drafts.
All I'm saying is Star is convincingly on this list, and he's only played 30 games.
He's top 10, bro. He's top 10, bro. Like,
so where do y'all got Michael Beasley and OJ Mayo at?
You see them, they were nice though, you know, but like the thing about Cody Zeller, he was never nice, man. He was never nice. And like he went as high as them.
He's never shown any.
In a different draft, he definitely did. But Joe Alexander, Joe Alexander had he is a nepotism. I don't think Joe Alexander might have been a bust too. He was in the same draft as Westbrook and Kevin Love. And he went before Brooke Lopez. I said Anthony Randolph, but Anthony Randolph went number 14. Roy Hibbert went number 17, so he ain't a bust. Who else?
I just man.
I think this list is done, man. I think
we're good.
What about Tyreek Evans?
Tyreek was balling. They put him out of position because of who was it? Isaiah Thomas? I can't remember who it was. They drafted another guy, and because of that, they took him out of the position of point guard. And they
I
threw him
remember
at
they
small
had
forward.
Darren Collison.
You're absolutely right. No.
It might have been
I got a pick for you, bro. Johnny Flynn went right before Steph.
Johnny
Wasn't that like
Flynn.
10? Wasn't that pick 10?
No, I think he was 5.
That was pick number 6. That was pick number 6.
6. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, he's bad.
That was
Yeah,
pick number
that's
6.
good.
Johnny.
That's a good one.
Johnny
But
Flynn
Cody's-
went before
But
Steph.
Cody Zeller went even higher in the draft. You know, he went 3.
What about Derek Favors and Wesley Johnson?
They are.
Nah.
Derek Favors is on this list, but I think he's better than Cody Zeller.
Derek Favors and Wesley Johnson went before DeMarcus Cousins.
I think they're better than Cody Zeller.
I liked Derek Favors, bro. Is that just me? I liked him.
What do you like about Derek Favors, bro?
He had that Jaleel Okafor to him, but like he was the last person.
No, he did not.
Yeah. He was very athletic.
Jaleel Okafor was a dog in the post, bro. I'm not doing
Derek
this.
Favors was nice in the post.
Derek Favors was like at one point in time one of the best lob threats in the league.
Lob threats? I remember him being on a great poster.
He was not a post player. No, he was not a post player.
He wasn't a lob threat neither.
Yes, he was, bro.
No, he wasn't.
I don't remember that. I ain't gonna lie.
Early in his career.
I don't
yes,
remember
he
that
was.
at all. All right, so
You remember
Brandon
post
Knight.
play, though?
So Brandon Knight, Jimmer Fredette, or Jan Vesely?
What pick did Jan Vesely go?
Jan Vesely went number 6. Brandon Knight went number 8. Jimmer Fredette went number 10, right before Klay Thompson.
I'm not taking Brandon Knight because Brandon Knight gave me 2 good years before he started sucking. I won't lie. He was all right.
Give you 2 good years of what?
He was 2 good years of mid. Compared to Jimmer Fredette, what did Jimmer Fredette give me? Nothing.
Jimmy Fredette didn't give you shit. He probably only played 13 minutes, but in 29 minutes, Brandon Knight gave you 14 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Hold up, let me see. I gotta look deep. I gotta look way deep in the stat sheet. Hold on.
40-35? I live 40-35.
Oh yeah, no. He's not a bust. He was giving you double figures, bro, for like the first 1, 2, 3, 4,
Couple years,
5,
bro.
6 years of his career. Before he started getting hurt.
It was after that lob, and that's when it all went
Yeah,
downhill.
exactly. Yeah. It all went downhill. Yep. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Okay. What about Thomas Robinson?
I don't even know.
He go. He went like 4 or 5.
Thomas Robinson. He went 5. He went right before Dame at number 5.
That's a bad pick, but Cody Zeller is like his peer that we're arguing with. I think the list is done, Leaf. Yeah, but
Wait, hold up. Wait, how high did Cody Zeller go? Because Tyler Zeller
number 3.
Number 7. Oh, he went number 3 in the draft after this. Oh.
Yeah, number 3
Cody
for Cody
Zeller.
Zeller.
Right. No, he went number 4. No, he went number 4. He went number 4. What about Ben McLemore or Nerlens Noel?
Nerlens
I like
Noel
Nerlens
low key bad, bro.
No, Nerlens Noel in
then-
his first years was good, and then he got really bad for no reason.
Yeah.
What about Ben McLemore? I swear, all that talent.
Ben McLemore but he went number 7.
Ben McLemore, like that's a 2K legend right there. But Dante
he
Exum,
number 7 though.
where does Dante Exum?
I think he went 6. Dante
Exum went. He went number 5 right before Marcus Smart. Dante Exum. Who else? I got a couple of other names before we end this. Let's see. We said Mario Hazanya.
Yeah, we brought him up.
Nah, bro. He blocked LeBron. It's that simple. Only great blocked LeBron.
We brought him up though. We brought him up.
He dunked on LeBron too, didn't he?
Yeah.
So hold up. So Mario Hazanya, Willie Cauley-Stein, Emmanuel Mudiay, Stanley Johnson, Frank Kaminsky, and Justice Winslow all went in the top 10.
I
Right
hated
before
Emmanuel Mudiay, bro. How are we feeling about Kevin Knox being on this list? That's all I'm saying. He's not even on here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Kevin
but he had like
Knox,
7. Kevin, and then like he was bad though.
He
But like
was-
Josh
he
Jackson
was
was worse than me.
Bad, bro.
No, he was
okay,
bad.
so Marquise Chris Thonmaker.
Marquise Chris is bad. I ain't gonna lie.
Marquise
And he went
Chris
high.
was bad, bro.
And he went high.
Marquise Chris was
He went
bad.
eighth. He went eighth.
Oh, he went eighth. Okay.
Okay. Josh Jackson, Frank Ntilikina.
Bring me to Lakina, bro. Oh my, Knicks. Thank God you know how to draft now. Oh my God, man, I couldn't
Do
keep
they?
doing that.
I don't even know if they know how. I don't even know if they know how to draft.
Oh no, nah. Tyler Collect is him. Just give it time. Tyler Collect is him.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, Mitchell Robinson is also good. Emmanuel Quickly is also good. RJ Barrett's looking like he's in the MIP race. No, we drafted.
Jared Culver.
Jared Culver was crazy bad, but he went what 4? Jared Culver. If Jared Culver went 4, he might be above. You know what?
What about
He
Jackson
went 6.
Hayes?
Okay.
What about Jackson Hayes?
Jackson Hayes isn't that bad. Jackson Hayes isn't that bad.
Okay.
Nah, Jared Culver, is he worse than Cody Zeller? Nah, he's worse.
6. He went 6.
Hold up. I got a name for y'all right now, bro.
Is he the worst?
This name is gonna mess. This name is gonna have y'all redigging up the list. Killian Hayes.
Killian Hayes, like he was 7.
Bad.
I think Jared Culver is worse.
You're nah.
Jared Culver is
That
worse,
nigga is terrible.
No, nah.
Killian
Hayes is the
Killian Hayes. Killian Hayes is terrible.
Worse, bro.
Killian Hayes is very, very bad.
Killian Hayes. All right, so Killian Hayes on his career averaged 8 points, 38.
Hey, bro, I got a question, bro. Who the hell is Johnny Davis?
Johnny Davis is on the Wizards, and yeah, they drafted him at 10, I think, though.
Yes, they did.
Everybody.
He's
a buzz day one.
Everybody in this top 10 still looks.
You cutting up, Leaf, but Killian Hayes, he averaged 2 turnovers, 5 assists. You know.
No, but he wasn't playmaking. He was just passing, bro.
Yeah, no. But Jared Culver was doing nothing, bro. Like Jared Culver worse than Killian Hayes. That's what I'm saying.
Nah, bro.
Jared Culver was nothing, man. Can't shoot. Neither could Killian. He couldn't knock down his normal shots. Neither could Killian.
Bad. Yo, y'all can
He
hear me?
couldn't play make, but Killian could at least pass.
Y'all can hear me now?
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
Yeah,
I'm not hearing this.
So
I'm not hearing this, bro.
Nah, Killian Hayes and Jared Culver. I'm happy we brought up those 2 names, bro. Like,
what about
I would also like to mention
how y'all feel about Jarris Walker right now?
Nah, he went 8 and he hasn't got opportunity yet.
I would also like to mention that Killian Hayes was putting up the same numbers as Culver, and this is not talked about, in like double the minutes for his career.
Yeah, but way better playmaking.
No,
it's because he's a guard. It's because he's a guard. But Jared Culver was looked at as like an off guard and wing. You know, like
who the hell is this that got picked number 6?
So you're telling me Killian Hayes is a player that
Soulon? Who the hell?
He's good. He's good. So you're telling me that there's a player.
When is Bazalis going to get some clock on Chicago, bro? They're not doing anything.
What you trying to say, Eli?
You're telling me there's a player by the name of Killian Hayes who can't shoot, who can't defend, who can't score, who needs the ball in their hands for 25 plus minutes every game for multiple seasons, and we're going to congratulate him and pat him on the back because he got 5 assists?
No, because he could pass.
No,
Jared Culver can't even do that. Jared Culver
that's a worse player, though.
Jared Culver can't pass, and he was somebody who couldn't stay on the court. Like while he got all the same negatives, he has 2 more. He couldn't stay on the court, and he couldn't pass.
But he was producing exactly what Killian Hayes was doing as a scorer, at least in half the time. That's why I'm saying.
Yeah, I get that.
So he's a much better scorer than Killian Hayes is, but we're arguing mid on mid.
Yeah, we're arguing trash on trash. Yeah. That's kind of why I want to start talking about the last topic, and then we're gonna.
What is the last topic?
Yeah. Then head on out, bro, because This is a topic we tried to talk about last week.
I think we butchered the hell out of these busts for a while.
Yeah.
Bro. Like, and it's
We
all
did
thanks
muddy.
to Elijah, bro. Like we can all thank him for it.
We did muddy with the bus, but the last segment of today's episode is the Pelicans. They put their whole team on the trade block. We was gonna talk about this last week, but we keep talking about trash NBA players instead. Zion Williamson, there's a couple teams that he could go to. I kind of made it all difficult with how I did a 3-team trade. I'm gonna reset it.
Toronto, bro. Oh man.
Toronto would be nice, man. Like
Toronto, bro. Like his life would be like literally in ruins, bro. Like that's the worst place to send somebody that just got out of some situation with Mariah Mills and come on.
And
bro.
that's what's perfect about it. Look, he would never sign here, and this is the only way they could get him. And then they overpaid for Bruce Brown on purpose to like be in the yeah, you know what I mean. This is what they overpaid Bruce Brown for. And Zion, he needs spacing. Emmanuel Quickly, Grady Dick, RJ Barrett. You know he's gonna be around that, and he's gonna have Kelly Olynyk. He's gonna have a defensive big in Jakob Poeltl. He's gonna have another wing that could play make. The only question with this team is Scotty Barnes and Zion, the fit. But I mean, Scotty Barnes is trying to become a better shooter, and this is your way. This is your way to me because the Raptors aren't a team that could get pick one unless they get lucky in the lottery, which everyone could nowadays. So it wouldn't be crazy if they did. But y'all think the Raptors
if I'm the Raptors, I'll start all over, man, with Grady, Scotty Barnes, and try to find another piece, bro. Like once Zion doesn't resign.
Send
so
Zion.
who do you think say no?
Send him to the Warriors, bro. Send that man to the Warriors.
Oh my God, don't send him, man.
Zion to the Warriors would low key.
I mean, I don't like the Warriors at all, man. But don't
the spacing is there, the defense is there, the need for him is there if healthy. The money makes sense because they can get off his contract at any point in time, so it's not like a big risk to them. And you'd have to probably give up Kuminga. So who cares?
Yeah, give up Kuminga, man. For
Zion to the Warriors, low-key lit. Whoa, okay, hold on.
Zion to the Warriors.
It'd be like Wiggins.
Whoa.
It'd be like
Wiggins. But the Warriors are weird. They don't want to give up nobody. They're like, give me your star for freaking like Moses Moody.
Bro, they wanted Larry, bro. The Warriors don't want to give up nobody, bro. They got offered Larry Markkinen, bro. As soon as they mentioned Moody, they declined the trade, bro. Like I don't think they had a problem with Pod and Kuminga in a pick, bro. Like, but as soon as they mentioned Moody,
they not giving up Pod, bro.
Bro, the thing is, it's like I almost agree, but like
they not giving up Pod.
Bro, you remember earlier in the year, I was like, bro, he should not be starting, bro. But like,
yeah. He was bad, bro.
He was bad.
He's good. No, not off the bench. Like he's not. Look, the thing about Pods I like. Look, he's 6'5", grabs 6 rebounds. You know, he takes charges. He plays defense. He can play make a little bit. If he knocks down his threes, he's a great role player. It's just like, come on, Larry Markkinen would have fit perfectly and stuff. You know, like what are we doing, man? He's a role player, bro. You can move on from. You stop making role players untouchable. That's why Andrew Wiggins could go. You know, but
yeah,
it's really Zion that like.
The Warriors is the only team that make role players untouchable, bro.
Would you think they giving up Gary Payton first though?
Nah,
yeah, because they just got Dennis Schroeder. They just got Dennis Schroeder. They're gonna give up Gary Payton before they give up anybody.
Like I'm telling you, the Warriors love their chemistry, bro. Like
they're gonna give up Moses Moody before they give up anybody. For some reason, they hate Moses.
Right, bro. Nah. You right, bro. Moody's the best out of all of them. No, but he recently signed. They can't.
They hate Moses Moody though, bro.
Yeah, they hate Moses Moody, bro.
Stand Moses Moody.
They don't like the way he look or something, bro. Cause it's for no reason, bro. Gary, you think they give up Gary Payton before Brandon? It's not crazy. I think they love Gary Payton though, but like that would be a lot of value for the Pelicans at that point. I ain't gonna lie, Pods too. That's just too much value. You got to keep Brandon Pods because if he does knock down his threes, he is literally a mini version of Gary Payton, but he's taller.
Yeah.
Basically.
So this is what a trade will look like. You think the Warriors don't gotta add picks. They got Jonathan Kuminga. Jonathan Kuminga's the young guy, but you gotta convince them. You gotta convince them to get up off Zion though. I think this is a fair trade. I think for Zion, the Warriors are in a position. Curry's 30. Yeah, Curry's how old? 38, bro. They better start acting a little desperate.
38 is crazy. He's like 36, I think.
Nah, they better start acting desperate, man. Because like he's a top 10 player, and like maybe 2 picks. You think 2 picks is a lot?
They probably do a pick swap.
Yeah, one unprotected and like one. Yeah, I like that. Or one like whatever. Yeah, swap. Okay, so that's lit. So Zion to the Warriors for Wiggins, Kuminga, and 2 picks. I think that would be lit. You'd have Curry, Buddy Hield, Zion, Draymond, and Kevin Looney.
Yeah, TJD or whatever name. Yeah, TJD.
Yeah, TJD. But I would put Zion at small forward and just let's ride.
I'll put Draymond on that small forward.
Hell,
one of them, they're your 2 forwards. Who cares?
Why would you not put Draymond at the 3?
No. That's why. No, it's just I don't care to argue it. They both like I'll just put them at wing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I agree with you though.
I'm not doing that.
I trust Draymond to hit a 3 before Zion. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I mean, to hit a 3, bro. Yeah, but at the same time, like that's not why my major reason why putting him at the 3, bro. Like it's mainly for defense. At the 5, he knows what he's doing.
Draymond is playing the same defense whether he's at the 5, 4, or 3.
Yeah, the thing about Draymond, you just could put him at the 3 just because he's more versatile. He's gonna be the one that's in between. Zion. I get it. Like it don't really matter to me at that point.
Yeah,
but that Warriors team, the only problem would be spacing. I mean, Zion creates space in his own way, but they got Buddy Hield and Curry.
Yeah, they got spacers, bro. They got Moses Moody over there too, still. And
Dennis Schroeder.
They got playmakers. They got people that can score. They got defenders, and now they got a big paint presence to let those shooters open. That's crazy.
They're gonna have maybe some of the best downhill pressure in the league. Zion is also a capable playmaker.
I think Zion need to go to Miami and get himself in shape or something, bro.
I was thinking about Miami. We put him at
Miami
point guard.
Or Phoenix or something, bro. Like get yourself in some damn shape.
Miami, he'd have to run the 1 for us though. Like we need a point guard.
Oh, point Zion is a real thing, bro. Like,
yeah. No, it is. It'll be Zion at point, Hero at the 2,
point Zion,
Butler, Haywood Highsmith, and
I'm about to get on 2K, bro. Like this is I ain't gonna lie to you. This is like really, really brutal right now to even talk about, bro. Like I'm
Zion to the Heat. For Terry Rozier and Duncan Robinson, you chatted, bro.
Yeah, you got it.
What do we have to give up?
Let me get up out of here.
It would be for Jimmy.
Next week.
Nah.
Next Wednesday I'm off. Next Thursday I'm off. I wish I could get Tuesday, but Wednesday and Thursday I'm off, so I'll do that thing.
Definitely. Yeah, let's end the spot by.
Yeah, but Zion, Warriors, cool team. Hornets, a team I like. Raptors, a team I like. Before we end the pod, any other teams y'all like for Zion?
Clippers,
dang. Clippers is fire. Clippers is fire, actually, but I don't think they got the assets. And the Clippers,
like you restart your team.
Actually, it's a restart and like Norman Powell, we've been talking about how great he's been, but like that, you're right, bro. That's a great way to just, and then you put Zion Kawhi at the 3, which I think that's where he need to be, bro. That's yeah. And then you add some picks for the Clippers, you just double down on trading your future away. And this is the only way the Clippers could get a a top guy. They just gotta, cross their fingers and hope Zion stay healthy. A 2031 Clippers pick, especially the Pelicans, who they kind of out on Zion, this is super valuable.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right, that's cool. Thank you everybody for tuning in to episode 179 of Up the Score Show. Have a nice day and God bless.